grey line.
Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody today? I know my hair's getting really, really long, but there you go. I've got a fabulous day lined up for you today. Wendy Orlando's with me. But before we start, let's do today's early bird. Now, this is gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, sorry, I've said it already. Gorgeous. There's one lady who doesn't like me saying gorgeous. I won't name your names. Right, look. This is today's early bird. It's a pre-cut. It's already cut. There you go. £8 and 9. Oh, it's upside down. Yep. Yeah, look, there you go. It's right way up now. It is directional. Right, so the early bird special is tropical taupe cotton. It's a canvas. You're saving £3. You're getting a metre here for £8 and 98 pence. Now, if you buy two, they don't come joined together. You'll get two cut pieces of a metre, but you're saving £3. I know. It's a lovely canvas. It's not too heavy. It's not a heavy canvas, but it's a beautiful canvas, isn't it? What are you going to make out of it, do you think? Oh, I look really fat today in this shirt, don't I? I should have worn a darker shirt today. Anyway, it's not a good idea, is it, wearing a white shirt with a white wall behind me? Never mind. I'll be fine. Thank you, Hannah. Hannah's in a funny mood, everyone, today, by the way. So already this morning, she's told Emma off. She's told Wendy Orlando off. And then I went to pick up a skein of wood. She went, not that one. So I was like, okay. And she's taken me off the last hour. I'm not in the last hour. Just so you know. I'll explain. Yes, Hannah's making all these decisions today. Right, while you're checking out on that, the beautiful exotic fruit. Now, Carol, is the sound all right now? We know it was odd on the replay, and we know it was odd on Sky yesterday. Emma's going to report it to Elliot when he gets here. But is it all right now? It's fine on Facebook, that's good. Okay, morning, says Sam. Sue says, morning, John and crew. Brass monkey weather here in Rochester. Is that Rochester or Roster? So nice to have you with me this morning. You brighten my day. Love to all. Thank you, Sue. Caroline says, morning. Derek says, good morning, Hannah, Elliot, Emma and John. Elliot's not here. Elliot's not here yet. He's not arrived yet. Hope your snow isn't bad. No, we've got no snow. We've got no snow. It was icy coming in, but no snow. Sue says, a very good morning, John. Ready to watch with my cuppa. Anne says, good morning. Jeannie says, good morning. Laurie says, morning, gorgeous. Caroline says, sound is great now, thank you. Morning, John and team, says Ellen. Lou says, sounds good now. And Rebecca says, the sound is fine. And Lou says, morning, John. We don't know why the replay went to robot. And, well, the replay went to a robot. And if you're watching Sky last night, I would go like this. And then the sound would come in 20 seconds later. It was very odd. Apparently, I'm always like that. Anyway, be quiet. We're going to cut Hannah off today. We're not listening to any of her comments. It's because she's had a pan au chocolat already. It was so funny. It was so funny as well this morning. So we got a text from Hannah going, do you want anything from Greggs? Other sandwich shops are available. So we were already late, already 18 minutes late, right? Do you want anything from Greggs? And I said, oh, that's why she's late. She's in Greggs. And I went, no, we're fine, thank you. And she went, I'll be there soon, meaning she hadn't even arrived at Greggs to get her breakfast. And she was really, really hungry this morning. I know. Here you go. Oh, yes. And Graham and Jean, thank you for our chocolates. There's one there. They sent us bags and bags of chocolates. Help yourself, Wendy. They're outside in the office. Thank you, Graham and Jean, for those. Hannah's had 4 already this morning. Elliot opened the bag, and they arrived yesterday after the show. So Elliot had a bag yesterday afternoon. Anyway, come on. We haven't got time is money. So that's again. Good morning. What size is the piece in front of you, please? It is a metre. It is a metre piece, and I'd say it's slightly wide. Slightly wider than 44 inches, I'd say, this one. Let's just have a quick look. 53 inches wide. 53 inches wide, that one. So this is what you'll get. This is what you get. This is a metre. Right, now remember, if your multi-bag doesn't come joined up, right, does not cut, you will come in metre pieces. Annette says, morning, John. It's pronounced Rouster in the staff's Derbyshire border. Love you. Oh, thank you. Isabel says, good morning, John and team. The sound quality is fine now, thank you. Sue says the sound is fine on FreeSat. Are we on FreeSat? I didn't know that. Didn't know we're on FreeSat. Keep going through for that, though. Keep going through. £8.98. You're saving £3. Anyway, I don't know what she's talking about. It's going to be one of those shows today, I'm afraid. Hannah needs a day off. She's off tomorrow. Yeah, she's only had 2 days on and she needs a break. Anyway, shall we move on? Let's move on. We have got a bag making hour later, so no, I'm taking that back. We have not got a bag making hour later. We have got an hour where there's not anybody in making a bag. We've just got bits and bobs that you can use to make your bag with, right? Let's have a look at today's menu because I've got lots to sort out. Right, here we go. So PVC Storage Bag, that's with Wendy Orlando in the 8 o'clock hour. Then in the 9 o'clock hour, we've got fabric. Now, these are the bundles we warned you about yesterday. These are bundles that Hannah has put together for you. And some of them are quite eclectic, I'd say. That's the word I'd use. Anyway, that's at 9 o'clock. Then at 10 o'clock, Wendy Orlando's back with a fat quarter cushion. We have got panels that you can cut fat quarters out of and make these lovely cushions. And we're using the... what's his name? Stuart's book. You know Stuart. Hillard, that's right. Sorry, I was miles away then. Well, no, I was thinking of Stuart Race, you know, who owns the shop. That's why I was getting confused then. Just when you can't see what's going on to the right of me here. Don't step out, Hannah. Then we've got so we're showing you all different techniques. Wendy's showing you all different techniques, 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock, we've got bag making supplies and kits. Then at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, I'm leaving you. And Rebecca Reed will be on with Wendy Orlando doing pom-poms and yarn winding. Now, I'm a bit miffed, right? Can I just explain? Some of the yarn in that hour is just gorgeous. They've got skeins and skeins and skeins of it. So please... Oh, if you can't stick around, everything on Yarn Lane is all on pre-order already. So you can go to Yarn Lane and look at everything that's available. That's on pre-order, under pre-order. Right, you can get in touch with us here. There are 3 ways to do it. You can send an email. studio@sewingstreet.com. You can send a message on your Facebook Live, which are the ones I'm reading out next to me here. Just find our Facebook Live page. Jeanette says, good morning, John and team from a snowy, cold Stanley. Lynn Tuitt is in. Lady K Todd is in. Oh, lots of you in. And then you can also message us via the website. So you go to the website, click on Watch Live. There you go. Then you'll see me sitting there. And then on the right-hand side there, you see there's a little box. You can just write your message in there. Write your message. I think you're limited to the amount of letters you have. I think it's like 140 letters or something. Click on, I'm Hannah, I'm in a bad mood, does it say? You're in a weird mood. Let's put it that way. Weird mood. Send message. And then you get little, and they're the ones that Hannah will put through. Now, sometimes she's inundated with them. They don't all come out. So please bear with us. Right. So now, not everything is on early bird yet, on a pre-order yet. There's the early bird. So I've got both of Wendy's hours are all there on pre-order, right? And the other hours, I will tell you as soon as they're there. The other 2 hours, so it's the bag making hour and the fabric hour. I think Hannah's just keeping you in suspense for her eclectic bundles. So that's that. And... Well, do I need to tell you anything else? No, that's it. Oh, yeah. The pre-order from Yarn Lane isn't on our website. You need to go to the Yarn Lane website to look at it. But all of Wendy and Rebecca's hour is on there now. Now, they've got some fantastic gadgets today. Go and don't go now, but go later. Go later and have a look. In the break, you can have a look in the break. Have a quick shimmy in the break. Right, very quickly, let's do these. Ketty, oh, that's a nice name. Good morning, John, enjoying the show. Oh, thank you. The snow is frozen today in my part in Nottinghamshire, and we have more to come this afternoon. Lynn Tuitt says, hi there, John. It's good to be able to see you this morning after after a really rubbish week I've had. You bring sunshine into a dull day. You know what? You're very kind, and I do not take these for granted, these messages. I am very humbled. Even the nasty ones. You know, everyone has to vent their spleen sometime, and it's fine if it's on Facebook about me. I can take it. I'm a big boy. Like round here I am, yeah. Right, okay, so Wendy Orlando's here with me this morning, and we're going to be making these. Look, Wendy Orlando's design. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Now, if you're frightened of sewing with PVC, do not be. Oh, there's a lovely picture. Brilliant. Thank you, Emma. Now, the green one is a smaller version, which Wendy will tell you about later. But the one in the pattern is this. Not that one. Are these ones. So you can make two from the bundles we've done. I'm missing one. Oh, it's got some shoes in on the shelf behind me. So you can make two from a bundle, or you can do a mix and match like this, which is rather lovely. So let me take you through the kits, and then we'll get Wendy to explain everything. We'll do the blue striped one first. So what you get is you get 1/2 metre of the blue and white striped. You get 1/2 metre of your black. You get 1/2 metre of your PVC. You get a black zip. You get a cream zip. Now, you will get proper instructions, right? This is just a photocopy because warehouse haven't sent them down to me today. But you will get a full set of proper glossy instructions with that. All of that, £23.99. Oh, yeah. Well, I'll let Wendy explain all of that. But if you're frightened about using PVC, your PVC never touches the sewing machine or the needle, right? So don't be frightened. Don't be frightened by it. So that's the first bundle. And that, oh, yeah, that would make this one. That would make this one, you see. There you go. So you can make that one. And you can make the black one on the shelf behind me with the shoes in it from the one bundle. So you can make two of them. So it makes them £12 each, doesn't it, basically? And then you've got the pattern forever. You can make it out of whatever. So that's that one. That'll be big enough for Emma's makeup bag, she says. Which colour? Next. Oh, I like this one. I think this is the one that Wendy's demonstrating in. So you get 1/2 metre of the PVC. Oh, the picture on the web is still the blue one, but it'll say green sage in the corner. Now, this is like one of the mottled fabrics here. Plus, you've got your green sage spot. Then you get a sage zip, a cream zip, and the instructions. £23.99. £23.99. Gorgeous. And that will make, oh, now, this is the sage one made up in a smaller version, which Wendy will tell you about later. Oh, it's a picture of it. Oh, sorry. Righty-ho. And then last but not least, I've got the pink and grey. Say this again. Oh, the sage one's very popular. Right. 1/2 metre of the PVC, 1/2 metre of the grey, 1/2 metre of the pink, grey zip, cream zip, instructions, £23.99. How did you know? Now that one is using the two different fabrics. So you could make that one that way round and also the other way round with the pink where the grey is and the grey where the pink is. Right. Again, the picture on the website, the picture of the blue one, it will say pink and grey in a circle. So please check details when you need to do that. Now I have got some PVC on its own if you want to just restock your stash of PVC. I've got your plain, they call it glass, don't they? So there's your glass clear, supple, bit like me, my middle name. PVC, 1/2 metre, £2.99. £2.99 for 1/2 metre. Now that, if you buy that, you can buy that by the 1/2 metre, but it won't come cut into pieces. Whatever length you order, it will come in that piece, shape, size, whatever, word. I'll wake up in a minute. Right, now what Hannah would do is she would buy the bundle, make it up, and then she'd buy some of this glitter and make one up in her Tula stash. It's a project bag with your EPP and everything like that. Now, can you see the glitter in here? You'll need to come in closer than that, Emma. Let me put something white behind it. Does that help? No. £2.99. Hannah's saying, I wonder if I would. Well, Hannah's saying that when the swimming pool is open, she's going to take these to the swimming pool with her, and she's going to put her wet bikini in. So she'll put the top in there, and she'll put the bottom in there, and then she'll put a rubber swimming cap in that one. They do sell bags. Now we could talk about Ojocoat as well later, because I think Wendy had to go with some Ojocoat as well. But right, that's it. I'm going to stop talking now. So, Wendy Orlando, good morning.
Good morning, John.
It's been quite a morning already, hasn't it?
It has. It certainly has. How are you this morning?
I'm very good. And how are you?
Fine.
Did you have to drive through any snow? Because isn't it snowy down your way?
I stayed last night.
Oh, okay.
I cannot risk the M25 at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
No. And also, the snow. I think you had more snow down your way last night. Oh, your microphone's not switched on. Okay, come back to me. So, yeah, she's just turned her mic on now. She's just pressing the button. Oh, she is on. You're on mute. She was on mute. If only we could do that to people in real life, hey, Hannah. Get back in there. No, you can't have 2 chocolates. You've had 4 already. Right.
I thought you were going to say, keep her on mute. That's the best way to have
Not you,
her.
Hannah.
No, I thought you were going to say me.
No, not at all.
I thought you were going to say me, John.
Right. Talk to me about this project.
Right, so these actually transpired when we had a built-in wardrobe that just had, like, space at the bottom. And I had nowhere. My shoes would just be so messy. So I'd put them on a rack. That didn't work. I put them in boxes, and then I played tumbling blocks every time I wanted to get one.
Yeah.
So I designed these to be able to put shoes in initially.
Right.
So that you could just throw them in the bottom of your wardrobe. You could instantly see what one you want, pick it up, use it.
And the
put it
pairs
back
will be
again.
together, because I used to have a wardrobe like that. You'd find one trainer and one shoe, and then be going, where's the other one? 'Cause
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's how they originally were made, because if you see the sides are wider, so that they have a bit of depth to them.
That's it, there.
They have depth, so they're not just a flat
Yes.
bag. So that's so they are perfect.
And also, I like the fact that it zips up in the middle, because lots of them have a zip along there, don't they? Whereas this one has the zip through the middle, doesn't it?
That's why, because I originally they were made for shoes.
Yeah.
But I use, and I always bring one here with me, with just things like my tea bags and all the bits that I need just on set.
Don't tell
or
Hannah
around
that.
set.
She'll be outside rummaging through the one in your
I've got no
dressing room
chocolate
now.
in there today.
You got what?
I've got no chocolate
No,
in
she's
there
got enough
today.
chocolate from
she
Graham
has,
and
hasn't
Jean,
she?
yeah.
But that's the reason that they started out. But you could put colouring pens in there.
Oh, yes.
And you could take them on the move with you. So, and also I use them every time I stay away. I use them.
Okay.
So they have my shoes in, and then I have one for like my smalls.
You have one for you what?
My smalls.
Well, no, I was just thinking, if you're going, not that we can go away anywhere at the moment, but if you're packing your suitcase, there's nothing worse than putting a pair of shoes in a suitcase and then putting your smalls next to it. And you're like, I wouldn't do this in real life.
I thought it was just me, John,
No.
because I cannot bear having shoes that you've walked in, goodness
Yeah.
knows what, outside, next to my smalls.
No, or next
So-
to anything.
Exactly.
You know, yeah.
But no, I have like one for my smalls and one for my tops and one for my trousers. And then, you know, if the inevitable happens and it bursts open at the airport, they're just all in
Or
bags.
they stop
it just
you because
doesn't.
you're looking a bit suspicious.
No, they'd never do that to
Oh,
me.
don't. I had that to me in Gibraltar. That's another story.
So I just want to allay anyone's fears of working with PVC, John, because it is a tricky little thing to work with, because it's got resistance. So as soon as you put it against anything, it doesn't want to go anywhere. You know, it really has a mind of its own.
Or you need special feet and special needles and this, that and the other. Yeah.
Exactly. So with this, the PVC, when you said it never touches the machine, it doesn't touch the working parts.
No, obviously.
So it will touch here,
Yeah.
and you can always put something under just to help. I've never had that issue, but it never ever touches.
Okay, the one thing Hannah wants me to say, though, is you've got a fancy-dancy, all-singing, all-dancing machine. You don't have to have an all-singing, all-dancing
Absolutely
machine.
not.
You can have the basic of basic machines, and it will work. This method that you're doing it will work.
Because you are sandwiching it,
Yeah.
and every single seam on here. I mean, because people just say, well, it's just a PVC bag.
Yeah.
It is, but to sew with PVC, you would normally have one side against the machine,
Yes, exactly.
or one side against the foot,
needle, yeah.
and it won't work because it just won't go through. This, I sandwich it both. So let's get started then, John.
Okay, I've got a quick. Do you send a quick question for us? A question from Jill. Do you know how we get the creases out of PVC?
Right. I was just going to come on to that. There are certain things that you must never ever do with PVC. If you
Oh,
if you
hello,
have a look,
live studio.
if you do have a look on the net, there are the things that you can do. You never ever want to put an iron directly on it. Now, I have put an iron on it with a, I can't think what
tea towel.
Yes, so quite a thick piece.
Yes, like
of
the
material.
Irish linen tea towels.
You don't want to have one that's really thin. If you have a really thin piece of cotton and a hot iron, you never, ever want to have a hot iron against it. You can do that. But I found, because with the way that I've designed it, it never gets turned inside out. So where it is, it stays. You can see they're not really creased, and it started off life as a folded one like yours.
I can also tell you, if you hang it in your bathroom where your shower is, it's not instant. But if you leave it in a room where the steam and shower and things like that, it will eventually come out. Or a hairdryer. If you just, don't get it too close, again, it'll but if you hairdryer it, it kind of eases it. But this PVC is called supple PVC for a reason. So the creases there will be creases in it when it arrives, but eventually those creases will disappear.
They will just disappear.
Yeah.
But
the
secret is never ever to put direct heat against it, never
Well, that would ruin your iron as well as ruining the fabric.
It will be very, very messy.
Right.
But yes, so I've just put some little tips for sewing. So never allow the iron to make contact. And then you should always increase your stitch length, because once you pierce a hole in PVC, there's no going back.
Yeah.
Like with fabric, it kind of mends itself. With PVC, once you've made it.
Yeah.
And if you do too short a stitch length, you're going to create a tearaway. So you don't want that.
Yeah.
So if you increase, and I would say no less than a 3.
Okay.
Probably
and
a 3.5.
did you use a special needle?
I didn't.
Okay.
No.
And is there, you get half a metre in your kit, is there a little bit to practice on before you come to sew? Is there enough PVC to practice
just
on?
a little, So
Tiny bit.
What I would do is roughly cut out what you need, and you cut out the 2 front panels first.
Yeah.
Then you don't cut out the back panel, because then you have a bit of wiggle room.
Okay.
Because if you cut out the back panel what size you think it's going to be, and then you haven't quite got, because you'll see in a moment, because the way that you fold in, if we don't all fold the same, then it's not going to. But yeah, you'll have a little bit that you'll be able to play with.
Okay.
And yeah, so use clips. So don't ever.
Oh yeah, don't pin it.
Don't pin it, because again, once you've created that hole, and then I've done a Delphine here, check twice and stitch once, because once you've sewn it, if you unpick it, you're going to have those permanent holes in again. Right, so the first thing to do is to cut out all your pieces, and I knew that I was on the first show, John, so I have cut them all out, but it's all in there. It tells you exactly what to do. Just don't get confused. Step 1, you cut from PVC,
right,
and then step 2, you cut from the fabric.
Right.
The other day, I just got ahead of myself and cut it all out from fabric, and then realised that I didn't have much fabric left, because I cut it out.
Okay.
So then the first thing we want to do, and you have 2 zips in there, so you've got a cream one and one that's colour coordinated to the other fabric.
Yeah.
But you can use how you want. I will just say that the grey one, the silvery grey one, is longer.
Right.
Now, obviously, in the times that we are in the moment, supplies, it's quite difficult to get hold of supplies. I always have longer than I need and cut down, but if you've got zips that will fit at home. And with my policy is the only thing that I ask is please don't sell the pattern on. But when you get this home, you can, and that is a really good price for PVC.
Yeah.
Selling. Yeah, just make as many as you want. But
so you're happy for people to make them and sell them?
Definitely.
On their craft stalls, whatever,
Definitely.
but don't sell the pattern on.
Just don't sell the pattern.
Excuse me.
But yes, please just make as many as you want and sell to get more supplies. So I'm actually going to use the contrasting one here, just so it's going to show out a little bit more against the cream, but it's entirely up to you, John. And then it's just, the first thing we do is insert the zip, and we want to select 1, 2, I'm just going to check. I did say in there, and I haven't done it, I did say to label them, because some of these are fairly similar in width, John.
Oh, okay.
So that's 2. Right, so they're my 2. And I will just check how much.
Sage Spot is in the graphics, still the most popular. 9 o'clock is now on pre-order, if you want to go and have a look at that. And so is 11. So everything is now on pre-order. Yeah, refresh the page. You might have to refresh the page to it.
Right.
And a message from Marilyn across the bottom. Would you use paper scissors to cut the PVC?
I've actually used a rotary cutter.
Right.
Yeah.
But have you used your best rotary cutter?
No, right, no, because you know me, I have 2. Because I do foundation paper piecing, I have too. So I would use my not so good one.
Yeah.
But it still needs to be sharp.
Yes.
And yes, I use the creative grid and a rotary cutter. But yeah, you could use. The only thing that I will say is it's quite difficult to see it against something when you put one of these on, because obviously it's the same colour.
Yes, of course.
So what you can do is you can just put a little strip of tape down just to see. But yeah, you can use scissors. Right, I'm just having a look, John. I think I might have cut these wrong. So
okay.
Yes, I know. So I need 2.5. Oh, they're not 2.5. Who knows what I was doing?
Oh.
I know. Right.
I'll just read out, while you're sorting those
Yes,
out, I'll just
thank
read
you.
out some messages. Loads of people coming in. Wendy sorted out a microphone now. The bags are a brilliant idea, says Pam Minihani. Kirsty says good for airports when we're allowed to go again. Now are you allowed... Oh, excuse me. Are you allowed to put toiletries in one of these, or do they have to go in the little bag like Hannah? It depends on the airport, says Hannah, the world traveller. Jackie says good morning. Julie says morning. What have I missed? You missed the early bird. Bernie says good morning, John. Looking forward to the demo with Wendy. Judith says good morning. Carol says good morning. Shelley says good morning. And all this PVC is very easy to work with, she says. Good morning, Cousin Susan says good to see you all. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's lovely.
Right.
Right, yes. I thought I'd cut 2.25, John, but I...
Oh, you know why? That's because we were rushing off the table.
You were,
earlier.
weren't you? We were going, right, go, just go.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to check that one. Hopefully that one is 2.5. Yep, that's my 2.5 one, and these should have been 2.25. It's not going to make a great deal of difference, John. And what we were saying about the green one, once you've made one of these and know how they work, you'll just be able to change the dimensions if you want to. Because we cut the zip down, you could even make them a bit bigger if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah, of course you could,
Because the zips
Well,
are
he's got
longer.
big feet. My shoes might not fit in there.
Well, I did have what size are you?
Oh, no, I'm only 8, but I'm 8 wide. But I'm
That's
thinking my
not
friend Richard is a size 13. That's all.
Feet, that's not big. That's small.
No, it's very average, like me. Right, I just need to say very quickly, an idea that somebody messaged in saying have a spare blade ready to do your PVC and
That's
things
a
like
good
that.
idea.
Well, we've got a packet of 3 spare blades here for $8.99, 45 millimetre. So you could always have one. And they come in a little case, so you can keep them nice and safe. You could label the case, you know, one's for PVC or something like that.
Right. So yes, I cut these completely wrong, John.
Oh,
I lost
no.
him.
Just as Sheila messaging going, I like all of Wendy's projects.
Oh.
Especially when she goes wrong, eh, Sheila?
That was you rushing me this morning.
That's
it
not
was.
my fault.
Well, it was your fault. You rushed me.
Because you weren't ready.
No, well, you know why I wasn't ready, and I don't want to throw anyone under the bus.
Go on then, throw someone under the bus.
Well, no, because you know why I had to cut it here, because someone trod on my ruler at home.
I thought that was you.
No, I didn't tread on it.
But
see,
you
now
left it on the floor.
All right. But it's my craft room.
Oh,
It's
well,
my
who was
floor.
it? Who was it, your husband? Well, he shouldn't have been in there in the first place. What was he looking for? Your best scissors? To cut string and twine with.
Right, so the only other thing I would say that's really handy, John, and you know what I'm like?
Glue pen.
Is a glue pen is really handy, because what we're going to do, and I've left these a little bit longer on purpose, because you, again, it tells you how long to cut them. In fact, I probably should do that, because you're probably going to tell me off, aren't you?
Never. I haven't got the pen here, but it's $6.99. You get the pen and 1 refill. And I thought I had refills in this show. Oh, they're in the other hour. They're in the next hour, yes. So we'll play them now.
They'll be on the website. I was going to say, they'll be on the website, won't they? Yes. And I might have to well, which will be good, John, because I can show people how to do it, because I left the lid off last night.
Oh,
and
no,
it
so it's
went
dry.
hard. Yeah, so that's not good, is it? That is not good.
Oh, Hannah reactivated hers with a bit of water, apparently.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Wow, that's good. So I'm just going to cut. They weren't that far out, John. But I'm just going to cut them off. Right.
Question for you, Wendy,
Yes.
from Rebecca. Can I ask Wendy, please, if the PVC would tear if you start putting holes in the PVC? I think she means when you've stitched it like that, does it make a serrated
Right,
edge? it
so
tears?
that's what I was saying to you, is the bigger the stitch length, the less holes,
Yes.
so you won't get that tear. if I don't know if the lady's looking to tear it
Rebecca,
or not.
no.
Yeah, Rebecca.
You don't want no, she's new to it. So
Right.
that's-
So to not have it to tear, increase your stitch length. So I wouldn't do anything less than a 3.
Well, that's why when you do foundation paper piecing, you reduce your stitch right down. So it does do that.
To get
And it
that.
makes like a stamp, so you can pull it off. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, like a stamp used to be in the olden days, not before they were sticky like they are
Oh
now.
no, they're sticky now. So
Morning, John, Wendy and team. Once you've cut into your PVC, does it tear down easily? Oh, no. Oh, right. Stuart's saying if you put a snip in it, can you tear it like that, like you can with fabric? No, Stuart,
absolutely
you can't.
not, because it would just all go. It would stretch.
Yeah.
Because it's plastic, it won't tear. Like fabric, you can do that and
Yeah,
just
'cause of
rip
the
it.
grain, yeah.
But with plastic, it will just go. And no, you won't want that because
Okay.
it will be baggy. Don't do that then. Right. So the first thing we're going to do is, and I know a lot of people are a little bit scared of zips.
Yes.
Nothing to be scared about with a zip. Your zip is longer than you need,
Mm-hmm.
and all I'm going to do is you place and. You can see that's the wrong side. Normally it's the same, but we have got white on the back of this
Yes,
one.
yes.
You put the right side facing up, and then you place your zip down on the edge with your zip right side facing up. And the teeth, you can see some of them are concealed zips, but this one isn't. That's what a concealed zip would look like. So what
Yeah.
you're looking for in that case would be the actual pull. So we want the pull at the top, and then all we're going to do is lay this one right side facing down on top. So you want to line these two up. Don't worry about the zip so much now. So we pop it up here. And then what you can do, you can pin if you wanted to at this point, because we're not using PVC. Or you can use glue.
Yeah.
Or you can use
your
your clips. And
We haven't got the clips here. Hannah's put them in. She's put them through the graphics now.
Brilliant. And the only thing I would say, when you're using clips with the PVC, John, you don't want to push them right in, because you don't want to be touching the PVC with these. Although all it's going to do is dent it, it won't cut it. But when you're doing it with the PVC, you just put
But at
them
the
in
moment,
a
you
little
just
bit. At the moment.
you could use, if you want to, you can use your double-sided quilter's tape here. You could use your glue pen to hold the zip in place and everything. It's up to you how you want to do your zip.
Right. So I've just clipped it now. At home, I normally wouldn't, John. I would just offer it up to the end. I would just go rogue, because I love working with zips. And then all we're going to do, if I fold this back, you can see that we have the teeth here.
Yeah.
So what we don't want to do is sew so far in that we get near the teeth.
Yeah.
Now, you'll be able to tell me actually, John.
Will I?
Yes, you will. A man of your stature.
Oh, what do you want now?
What's that called? That bit? Is it the toe?
Toe.
It is the toe.
The toe.
Right. Okay. So for those of you that haven't worked with zips before, you would need a zipper foot.
Yeah, most machines come with a zipper foot these days.
They do actually, don't they? And so that is the toe. It makes perfect sense because it's the toe of the foot. And what I'm going to do, it's got two sides to it. So I'm going to put it in the machine so that I put the left-hand side, which means the needle is going to be going down into this section here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use this side of the toe as a guide against the edge of my fabric.
Okay.
Now I know that's going to give me that width seam, which is then just near the teeth.
Right.
If you're starting out with zips and you're a little bit scared of them, just do that and you will be fine. I'm going to be working at a normal stitch length because we're not working with PVC at the moment, and it's a zip. And the only other thing is, when you're putting your foot in, and make sure that you weren't doing decorative stitches before, because it has to be this, you don't want the needle to come down and hit that foot.
Exactly.
So I've just popped it in. I'm going to leave it at 2.4.
Okay.
Now I haven't had a play with this morning, John, so it could go anywhere with this
Of course it
machine.
could. Well, there was no needle in it, thanks to Clive.
Oh yes, thank you, Clive. And the only other thing that you do need to be careful with when you're working with zips is that you don't go anywhere near that zipper pull.
Yeah.
Because if you hit that, you will know it. And also, it distorts the stitches.
Of course.
So I'm just going to move that out of the way.
Hannah's put the graphics in the machine. We're not doing a machine demonstration today, but we need you to know that there are only 2 left in stock of the Dukey machine. And I know a lot of you are very, very interested in it. If you go to the 5th of December, you can see Gary doing an amazing demonstration on this machine if you are interested, because we don't know when we can get them in after these 2 have gone. The other thing I need to tell you is the Elna 550, there's one Elna 550 left in the building, and that's it. Well, not in the building, in the warehouse, and that's it. That's it. Oh, now it's a question from Patsy saying, I know Wendy said she hasn't used a special needle, but what needle would you recommend? Just a universal. What size?
The one that was in my machine.
The one that was in your machine, yeah.
Yeah, not a special.
But not thin and not fat, just your everyday one,
just my everyday one.
Yeah.
I didn't use one that was specifically for anyone. It was just the universal one.
Yeah.
Because I'm a great believer of, I don't like faff, John. I just like to sew and get on with it. So I don't want to keep changing the needle and all that. So I've just sewn down there, and you'll now see that when I pull it back, it's quite a nice width away from that. And because I've used the foot as the toe of my foot as the guide, then it's uniform.
Yeah.
So all we're going to do now is do exactly the same on the other side.
Yes, you're basically sandwiching each side of the zip.
You are, yes. Right, and then we do the other side. So remember, it's right side of fabric up, and then the right side of the zip up against the edge. Now, because we are going to be cutting it down to size, you don't have to be too careful, but just try and get it in roughly the same alignment. Yeah. So we're going to lay that down. And a lot of people are scared of zips, John, and they don't need to be, because they're not scary.
Yeah. Half the stock of the sage spot is gone, just so you know.
And you can, what I've done with the pink and the grey, you can do that with any.
Yes, mix and match.
If you cut out all the pieces on both the fabrics and then just interchange them, change them how you want. And what you could do, if you wanted to, John, you could make two exactly the same, because you have 4 pieces on most of the sides and 2 of them on the inside. So you could put them, you could do it so that the outers are the same and the inners are the same.
Exactly.
So. And then I'm just using that side of my foot, side of the toe as a guide, and just keeping it to the right, to the edge of the fabric. And I'm getting towards the zip pull. So what I'm going to do is stop with my needle down, and then I'm going to lift and just push my zipper out of the way. Now you could see that was really easy for me to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, John, I've got a couple of other machines at home. It's not always that easy.
No.
And I don't know if some people know that you actually can use that lever just to get a little bit more height.
On this one, but also on the 550 and the 560 you can do that as well. And the 320 and the 320.
And you could always put a little bit of ribbon in the pull so that you've got something
so you can
to
pull
pull
it, yes,
as well.
ribbon or something.
So now I've done both of those. There we go.
Yeah, Rebecca, I did say they're not flat. They've got gussets. I'll just show you on my one here. Oh, I can show you there. There's gussets at the top and the bottom, so they're not flat. They've got gussets in. In fact, if you wanted to, you can make, if you've got a boot you want to put in, you could make those gussets wider, couldn't you?
That's what I'm saying. Once you've made one and you realise how they work, you'll be able to
do
make
whatever
them.
you want
Yes,
to,
you'll be able to do that.
Brilliant.
Obviously, you'll only be able to get the amount of height to how much of PVC you've got. Because even if you put a bigger gusset in, you've only got X amount of inches on the top. So, but you will be able to get it higher.
Yeah, but if you've got something thick you want to put in it, then...
And then all I'm going to do, I'm just going to...
Do you know what? It'd be good for storing your cashmere shawls and things. Because the moths love the cashmere and the wool, don't they? If when you're not using them, you could put them in these.
What
and
a
they
wonderful idea. Oh, that's a good idea, because then, again, it's like playing Jenga when I'm at home, because I want the scarf on the bottom, so that would be a fantastic idea. And then all I'm doing is I'm just making sure that the edge here has been ironed back. So I'm just ironing those sides back.
Okay, Hannah's just also said, if your child's playing football, put the football boots in. I think he might get a bit picked on if he turns up to football with a floral bag, Hannah.
Didn't think that one through, did she?
Oh, hockey boots as well. Hockey boots, yeah, for girls, yeah. We're gender fluid here.
Now, what you were saying about the Odie coat before, because I personally would not put these in the washing machine.
Right.
Because they are quite rigid, so I wouldn't want them to go round the drum.
And also you couldn't press them afterwards, so you don't know what's going to happen to the PVC, do you?
So I would just either sponge wash them, Or if I was going to, I'd hand wash them and then hang them out on the line. But yes, you cannot iron the fabric because you don't want to be ironing the PVC.
Sheila, yeah, there's no reason you couldn't put your saris in them. That'd be nice, because then you can see which colours they are. Margaret says, good morning.
Lovely.
Just sneaked in to say hello. Margaret's at work, right? And she shouldn't be watching at work, Margaret.
You watch at work, Margaret, if you want to. So the next thing we're going to do now, this is where the magic starts to happen with the PVC, because we don't want to touch anything. So we take one of these layers, and I'm just happy to take the top layer and fold it back, and then I'm going to fold it in towards that stitch line.
Oh, okay,
and press it.
Yeah.
So in effect, I'm creating a sandwich, John.
Yeah.
And I'm just pressing it down there.
Don't talk about food, Hannah's hungry.
Sorry, Hannah. And then still on that same side, I'm going to press the other one in. See what we're creating? We want to create that down both sides. So I need to fold the other one in. And again, you could use your glue pen here if you wanted, John. I'm a huge lover of a glue pen.
Yeah, as we know.
But I was watching Becky yesterday, and that tape looks incredible.
Oh, the quilter's tape, Becky Alexander Frost,
yes. The tape does look incredible.
Yeah, she does everything with it, absolutely everything.
I noticed, I thought, wow. And then all we do is exactly the same with the other side. So I'll show you that one again. I'm going to do it this way because it's easier for me. So you just peel that top layer back, and then we're going to fold the long raw edge in towards the stitch line. You don't want to go beyond the stitch line purely because it's creating bulk and no other reason, John. And then the last side in towards that stitch line. And then we just fold the two together. Now, it can be a little bit tricky to get them to match.
Yeah.
If that's the case, you want the one that's the uppermost, so the one that has the zip, to be a little bit bigger than the other one.
Oh, okay.
You want them to match if you possibly can, but if one of them's going to be bigger, because that way you won't see. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to start inserting our PVC. So I've already cut the two side panels, John. So they're going to go in like that.
Okay.
And what we're going to do, we're going to insert them inside this fold. Now to do that, we pop them in there, and at the moment I can't pin it. So I'm going to use a bit of my glue.
Okay.
And I'm just going to put it on the, oh yeah, it's a bit clumpy, isn't it? That's not good. Don't leave your lid off your glue.
No.
It's not good. And then I'm just going to offer it up to that centre.
Do you put it right the way up to the seam?
Right up to the seam.
Excuse me.
Yes, right up in as far as you can. And then I'm going to put the glue on the top. Oh, that is very gloopy. And then, but the thing is, this glue dries clear anyway, John.
Yeah, of course.
So now that's in there. You can clip the ends if you want to, but that should be sufficient for you.
Okay.
Just going to change my foot, John.
To a normal foot?
To my normal foot, yes. You don't need any special foot for this. You don't need to put any tape on. You don't need to do anything with it. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to sew down here. But then while I'm there, John, I'm then just going to sew a line of top stitching down here. Now what that does when working with zips, as you open and close it, it stops it getting caught, any fabric.
Brilliant.
So I'm just going to, now I'm going to increase my stitch to I'm going to go for a 3.5.
Right.
Or 3.4 because this goes up in twos.
Right.
And then I'm just going to sew close to the edge. Now, you're right, it is an all singing, dancing machine, but you can see how easy that's just gliding. Yeah. Don't be tempted to push it. All I'm doing is I'm making sure that the PVC is stayed in, so I'm just pushing it towards it, but I'm not pushing it along. I'm allowing the machine to do all of that.
Nikki going across the bottom. Wendy, you make things look so easy.
But they
Nikki
are
in
easy. Please don't be frightened of your machines or anything. It is, just take your time. So now we've sewn that first line in, John. I'm just going to sew a line of top stitching down that. Perfect. And use your feet. Right, I am going to change back to the zipper foot because it's just going to allow me to get a little bit closer there, John. And I'm going to move it out of the way for the moment.
The pink and grey floral bundle, there are now less than 25 of those. The sage one, more than half of those have sold.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, yes, mate.
And the blue and black one. Oh, what is it, black or navy blue?
It's navy.
Navy blue. It's very dark navy.
It is dark navy, yeah.
Quarter of the stock of those gone.
And again, I'm just focusing on a part of the foot. And getting near the pool, just lift your foot up, go past it and carry on. So that side is done now, John. So I've done a line of top stitch down here.
Yeah.
So all we need to do is exactly the same with this one. Now, what I would say again, John, I'm all about, you know, just have a go. If it doesn't quite work out, it doesn't. Ideally, you want these two lined up, but it's not the end of the world because you can always cut it a bit shorter. Yeah. So we're going to do exactly the same with this side. See, that's what I do. I put it on the end, John, and then think I've put the lid on and I haven't.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to offer that up to that centre and try and line it up at the same time. And then put my second layer of glue and then place it down. And then I'm just going to do exactly the same. Change my feet.
Bernie, I do have a frog in my throat today. I think it's the aircon. If I switch the aircon off, I'll be fine. And Carol says, oh, your hands must be really sore after all that hand sanitizer. Well, no, because I moisturise with my seams, excuse me, with my seams moisturiser afterwards.
And I'm just going to do that final top stitch down there.
Oh, no, they don't, Sheila, they don't show the different colours. I'll go through them for you in a second. They've just got the one on the website, they've just got the blue one shown. So I'll show you the colours again in a minute.
So now what we want to do, we want to just cut them off so that they're level. And as I say, if it doesn't matter, if it's a little bit out, it's not a problem.
Are you going to slice through the zip as well?
Yes, I am. But again, I've got my rotary cutter that is not my good rotary cutter.
Yeah.
Now, when you do this side, John, you have to make sure that your zip pulls well out of the way. Don't have it at the end, otherwise, I've done it so many times. So this one is not quite level. Just for now, I'm going to move it right out the way and do that. So you don't really want to touch it too much now because you've got an open end.
You don't want it to fly off the end, yeah.
So then what we do now is we're going to create the little tabs to go at the end. So I've just started one, so you just iron it in half and then fold it inwards and then fold it again. So I'm actually only going to make one here, John, because I can just see that we're tight for time. Yeah. And then all we would do is we do a top stitch down the edge. Do you know, it's just being a little bit silly today. It just keeps coming out.
Oh, now it did this with Clive on Saturday. Is it the thread keep coming out?
It does. But it's not a problem because it's so easy to
While you're rethreading it, shall I just do the bundles very quickly?
Yes, please. Thank you.
I'll do the bundles. Right, so the original, the sage one here, which what you get, Sheila, is you get 1/2 metre of your PVC, 1/2 metre of your cream splodge, 1/2 metre of your sage spot, 1 cream zip, 1 sage zip, and your instructions, £23.99. So that one is UY6612. I wouldn't normally do the numbers, but it's because the pictures on the web are all of the blue one. The little thing in the corner, but doesn't actually show you the picture. 5 left once you've all checked out on that one. Only 5 of those left. Blue stripy one now. I'll be back with you in 1 sec, Wendy. You got half metre of the blue and pale blue and white stripe, half metre of the navy blue, half metre of the PVC, 1 cream zip, 1 navy zip, and the instructions. £23.99. And that will make those two there on the picture. You see there on the picture. Well done. And then last but not least, I've got the floral pink and the grey. And you get a grey zip, a cream zip, and the PVC, and the instructions. You can make... Well, that's the one you can make. That's where Wendy's used both the fabrics. So you can make 1 pink one, 1 grey one, or mix and match them as well. £23.99. And what'd you say, Hannah? Fewer than 20 of those now. Fewer than 20 of those. Right, sorry, Wendy.
Right, so all I've done is I've just attached the tab at the end, and I've sewn a tacking stitch within the 1/4 inch seam allowance, and that's just so that it's attached. Then you would just do exactly the same with the other one. Just be a little bit careful when you've got the open end of the zip. Just push it together before you do it.
Okay.
So when you've done that, you now know what the back size is. I'm really, really conscious of time, so I just want to show this next bit.
Yeah, no, keep going. It's fine.
Right,
It's absolutely fine.
Okay, so you would actually cut out the back. So you would place it down on your PVC.
Yeah.
And I'm going to, John, try it with the scissors, you know.
Okay.
To see. Oh, yes, easy. Just be careful that it doesn't move. You might want to pin it down. No, that's coping quite well.
Once you've done that first one, though, you could almost clip those 2 edges together that you can then do the ones...
You could, John. I didn't know, but you could,
Oh, no,
yes.
no, but you've got 10 minutes, so...
Yeah. So we just pop that. And it does have a little bit of a mind of its own until it's been flat for a little while, because don't forget it's been in a packet. And
Eileen says she's got this Juki machine and it unthreads when she uses a particular make of thread and doesn't do it with other makes of thread.
Well,
we had somebody message in saying that the other day, didn't we?
And to be perfectly honest, John, this isn't the normal thread that's in there. I did notice that.
Oh, okay. Oh, it could be... Oh, no, Clive took his thread home with him. Thank you, Wendy, for showing. I've just ordered one to try.
Oh.
She made a cushion yesterday for the very first time and I loved it. That's Rebecca.
Oh, that's lovely. So now we've cut our back out, John.
Yeah.
And then all we're going to do now is marry the two together.
Okay.
And again, we want it so that we don't have any of the PVC touching the machine.
Uh-huh.
So I've left these too long. But we do exactly the same. Remember the sandwich that we did with the zip? We do exactly the same here. So we have our right side facing fabric up and we lay it centrally. Yours will be a little bit shorter. This isn't quite the size that it needs to be. And then a top tip when you're putting these sandwiches together, John, is to do the first side. And I'm only clipping a tiny way in because I don't want to compromise the PVC in any way. But I'm doing it quite wide. And then you lay the next piece right side facing down, matching the fabric up. And then you clip. So you've got your 3 sandwiches together. Now you clip all 3. And then you do the next one. And then you can remove that one and pop it back on. So that way, because as I say, PVC is a little bit unpredictable. And I would advise not to do it, just to go for it. I would always clip because I thought, you know, I do it rogue. It didn't work. It just all bunched up and made a bit of a mess. So all I'm going to do now is sew down this side and I'm going to put my 1/4 inch seam allowance on and I'm going to increase my stitch length to 3.4. Now I didn't change to a 1/4 inch foot because I do actually have a setting on here that allows me to use this foot. But you know, I guess if you do all them the same, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You're not wearing it, John, so it's not got to fit perfect.
No, exactly.
And go all the way down the side. Now, this time, I'm actually going to sew because you can't iron it because...
I wonder if the clover press, could you use the clover, you know, the roll, I don't think there's one in this. Oh, you got one?
Oh, it goes everywhere with me.
Yeah.
It goes everywhere with me. But I have a little trick when as I'm sewing, John.
Yeah.
I pull the bottom as I'm sewing. Yes, it does work.
There you go.
Thank you, John.
They're on the website.
You do have some uses, John.
Yeah,
don't
now
you?
and then, yeah.
Yeah, now and then. That works a treat. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to top stitch down there. Can you tell the state of my room at home, John? This is how I work.
Dread to think.
Yeah, yeah.
This is how the ruler got broken, you see.
Oh, it did. Yes. So I'm just
So
doing
is he buying you a new one?
No, technically it was my fault, wasn't it, John?
Well, no, he was in your space.
Yeah, but the drinks fridge is in my room, so he came in to get a drink. So I wouldn't want to
You mean
deprive...
as the gin and things like that?
No, I wouldn't have that in my room, John. You know I don't drink.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Do you not know? I
No.
don't drink. I don't drink. Oh, that's silly enough. Do I need alcohol, John?
I don't drink either.
Do you not?
No.
So, and then we do exactly the same the other side.
Yeah.
So we get the first one right side facing up. Oh, come along. Right side facing up. Lay the PVC down. And just pin. Remember to pin a little bit in because you don't want to compromise. It will come back out again because you're not piercing it, but... And you can...
Kayser Lorraine says it's snowing in Peterborough.
Oh, it was very pretty when we woke up this morning. Very pretty.
You stay in Stratford?
No,
Redditch.
yes. Yes, I stayed with all the builders.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, all the white vans.
Yeah.
Right, and then we just do that second side. So you can see it's coming together really easy.
Yeah.
And as I say, don't be scared of working with PVC because as long as you encase it, it's not touching the machine.
Yeah.
And then as you get more confident with your sewing, then you can experiment but then you would need the right foot. And you can see I've got it going along here and it's not compromising it in any
not
way.
at all. Apparently it's snowing in Tunbridge Wells as well, says Carol.
That's where my nan used to live.
And it's just
Royal
started
Tunbridge
snowing in
Wells, John.
Silverstone.
Royal Tunbridge Wells.
Should not put royal.
Yeah, my nan used to live there. And then all we do is exactly the same. Do you know what would be really good here, John?
What?
Is if you used your little clothing
That's
roller.
a good idea. It's available on the
thank you.
website.
Yeah, see, I thought of that.
Why didn't I think of that? June says, morning, John. My roofers are back. How are yours getting on? No, they're not.
Oh.
It was too snowy yesterday for them to work. They delivered, there's all this wood outside the back door, but they hadn't had a cup of tea. They hadn't opened the biscuits or
Oh,
anything.
gosh.
Yeah, and Hannah's not coming anywhere near my house because she'll eat all the biscuits.
How are we for time, John?
You've got about 3 minutes.
Oh, well, that's not going to be any good, is it? That's not any good. Right.
Oh, Hannah says you can have a couple more than
Oh,
that.
thank you. I'll take what I can get, John. Right, so we do exactly the same as we did, and you can see I've got far more than I should have,
Yeah.
and that's because I didn't cut it, because you rushed me, John.
I
And then
didn't rush this
You
bit.
rushed me, and then all you do is just square it off. And always, always cut away from you.
Yeah.
And close your cutter when not in use, John, and
Yeah.
I speak from experience.
Uh-oh.
You never do it twice, do you?
No.
Never do it twice. And then we cut that and that. So you will see, you will have more fabric left over because I did cut more than I need to. But my philosophy is, John, if you give everyone a little bit more than they need, there's nothing worse because you can't add it on, can you?
No.
So now all we need to do is get the front to the back. Now to do that, you need to do exactly the same as you did with the zip. Remember where we turned over to create that little pocket? But this time,
You haven't got enough room on the
no,
biggest of tables.
No, it's this amazing, isn't it? This time we just turn over 1/2 inch.
Oh, okay, not half of it. Yeah.
Not half of it this time. And I've made a natty little thing here. And all I'm just going to do is put it on my 1/2 inch line, John.
Yeah.
And
Elsa says, morning, John and Wendy. I've bought the Sage kit to tidy my sewing room off from 5 Mile Walk at 10:30, so pleased I didn't miss this. Heavy snow in Durham and still snowing. Deputy head of house working from... Hang on. I'm deputy head of house working from home, supporting pupils and parents. Love having you both chattering away. It's like being in school. Thank you for the show. It's a slice of normality in this crazy world. Julie from Seaton near Hornsey. Lo's in. She has to watch on silent as she's working on team calls. Bright and cold in Derbyshire. My mum lives in Downham Market where they have thick flakes. That's Susan.
Oh. So all I've done is I've done a 1/2 inch in, and you can iron this because you're not too close to the PVC. So just be careful when you do that. So we're just creating that pocket there, and we do exactly the same on the other side. Now I would say I would skip it, John, but this is the bit that I need people to see.
Yeah. Now, we don't sell those pressy over things, do we, here? Because we used to have them at Sewing Quarter, and every time... Oh, we do sell them here.
Do you? I'm going to get a pressy over thing, John, because it's better than my bit of...
Oh, so they're available on the website. Is it that one? Is it that one that Wendy's using, or is it a different one?
No, this piece of card.
Oh, yours is just a piece of card?
I want a pressy over thing.
Oh, no, because every time we showed them at
one.
Sewing Quarter, they'd sell out. They used to fly out by the hundreds.
Well, please don't buy them all, because I want one. I'm going to get one.
It's made by... Isn't it a Prim? We'll have a look. We'll have a look, see if we've got them.
Yes. So now we're going to do exactly the same with this, John.
Yeah.
And then what we do, we're going to... All we're interested now is in this little seam here.
Yeah.
So we're going to get the glue.
Right.
And I'm going to put glue along here like that.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to lay... What's that? Who knows, John? It's probably that one, wasn't it? So we're going to lay this along here, but we want to offer it up on that turnover. You don't want to go any further this time. And then we pop that down there. Now this time you do probably want to clip the ends just so it doesn't...
Because it might slip.
It might slip. So I'm just going to take that up and sew that, John.
Okay. Hannah's got them to show you the little turn. They're on the website. They're on the website. Here they are. Look, Prim ironing rulers. They are brilliant. They're like coated cardboard, and you can do all sorts of hem sizes with them. And it's just like you just did with your piece of cardboard, and they're just fantastic. You get 2 different sizes. You get a big one and a small one for $7.99.
Right, so I'm glad that we've got, because this is the bit that, this is the only tricky bit here, John, because now we have to join this to that. And to do that, you want this on the outside. So you want that.
So the top of the zip needs to be on the outside.
Yes, so that has to be on the outer. Yeah. And then we now want to join this in exactly the same way. So I'm just going to, so exactly the same way as the other, but you must have that zip on the outside. It's not the end of the world, but it would mean that you need to turn it. And the whole point is I didn't want you to be doing any turning because you compromise the PVC. So then all we do is we lay it here, and then we pop this one down on here. Now this time we can and we need to. So we're going to clip the ends, John. But because it's got a mind of its own, we need to actually clip this centre here as well. So all you do to do that is you just fold it over for the moment. So you make sure that it's encased together, but you just fold it over. Now this is the only tricky bit, because now we've got to sew something that's a tube. So I put it up against the machine, and I need to get everything out of the way. So the first thing I want to do is just put it in there to secure it. I'll do a couple of stitches. I think it's definitely this cotton.
Yeah.
Definitely this cotton, because I don't have this issue at home with it. So, and I use the Gutterman thread. So.
Pauline says, "Oh, now I don't know if she can answer this. Any updates on the green bag in a bug, please, Wendy?"
I will. I'm on to it.
She's on it, Pauline. She's on it.
I'm on it. Right. So we put it in and just do a couple of stitches.
Yeah.
But don't forget, I'm doing this, live on telly, so you'll have more time at home. And then what you need to do is you need to pull that bottom out of the way as you're sewing.
Yeah.
So just do little and often, few stitches, and then pull it out of the way.
Oh dear, I don't think it's our end. Glenys and Rebecca, I don't think it's our end that the connection's dodgy. I think it might be your end because of the weather or something. We're okay here, I'm afraid.
Right, and I just got to pull that, that's it. So just pull it.
It sounds worse than it is. It's because the plastic the PVC is making a dreadful noise.
It is.
If you're used to a flatbed machine, you'll be used to doing this anyway.
Yes. So then all I'm doing, just doing a few stitches at a time. Sorry, I pushed it down to snail, tortoise, not snail. Yeah, and just pull it out of the way each time.
Okay.
So this is the hardest part.
Yeah.
All the other you can see is really, really easy. So this part, and I'm glad that we got to show it because it was quite hard to explain. But just say little and often.
Oh, apparently Sky, Emma, that's also connection gone bad.
Oh no.
And it's frozen in Merseyside now. Do you mean the picture, Bernie, or do you mean the weather? Is Elliot here? We can ask Elliot.
Right, so then we just go to the end. Now, you just need to be a little bit careful when you're getting this out now because you've got... Are you listening to me, John? You're not listening. You weren't listening then,
No, I
were
wasn't.
you?
I was listening to Emma and Hannah, and I was trying to look at the screen and see who else can't get any pictures.
Right, so now we've got our bag.
Right.
And then all we need to do, I don't know how much time we have,
You've
John.
got no time, but
We
go
have
on,
no
do
time,
it.
but then-
Go on.
oh,
Hannah's
okay.
not in the gallery at the moment, so it's fine. She's gone to find Elliot.
Right, well, what we would do is we would do the same as we did with this.
Yep.
So we do that and fold it in and fold it in and
Yep.
fold it in. And then all you do, and don't forget you'll have a tab there, so it's not going to be a flappy abouty.
Yeah.
And then you just, well, before you do that, you need to tuck these in.
Yeah.
Don't be tempted to sew them though, because we need to be able to tuck the fabric in there. So we do that one, and what you're doing, you want to tuck it in until you can fill the plastic, the PVC, sorry, John, and
Yeah.
put the PVC together, like that. And the same the other end. You might find it easier just to tuck the excess fabric in for now. So remember, you want to push it in until you can fill the PVC. Don't push it in too much so that the PVC follows, because you don't want to create too much bulk.
Yeah.
And then we do that. So I can fill that PVC on both sides. I'm just sandwiching it in. And that's what creates that side, John. That
Yeah.
right. And then all we do, so we will fold this in half and then into the centre to create a bit like your binding. And then we just put it on the end here, and then we will do it all the way along. And yours will be much neater than mine. Because, oh dear, that's half the
Oh
one.
dear, loads of people having... is Hannah still talking to Elliot? Yeah, there's loads of people messaging about issues now. It seems that YouTube on the iPad's all right, because mine's all right, and so is Kate's. Oh, the TV channel stayed on. Oh, it's back on normal now. Oh no, Elaine's got it. Oh dear, I don't know. We'll ask Elliot. 'Cause
Right,
he's
so
the
then,
expert.
sorry, John, this is the only other bit that I wanted you to
No,
show.
no, that's
so
fine.
you'll have the end, so that will all be neat.
Yep.
And then all you do is just open that and push that back in. Now that I can see that's too big, so I'm
Yep.
just going to cut it a little bit. Don't cut it too short. And then all you're going to do is just tuck that back in there like that, so that it's really neat. And then you just sew a line of stitching along the edge, along the end, making sure that you've caught both sides.
Yep.
And that's
Perfect.
finished, John. That's
Brilliant.
it.
Now, is Hannah back? Hannah!
Left the building.
Can you give her a shout, Emma? Because we need some...
She's
oh,
coming,
she's
she's
coming.
coming.
Come on, Hannah, quickly, quickly. That's all right. No, there's loads of issues, loads of people messaging in about not being able to watch. Right, okay, so, but thank you, Wendy.
You're very welcome,
We'll
John.
see you back in an
You will
hour
do,
when
yes.
we're doing the cushion
Yes.
and different techniques from Stuart's book. Right, so, sage bundle first of all. You get 1/2 metre of the PVC, 1/2 metre of the sage spot, 1/2 metre of the yellow splodge, 1 cream zip, 1 sage zip, and 1 instructions. £23.99. That's that one. Then, which one next? Oh, that's about to sell out, the sage one. The navy blue one, so this one you get 1/2 metre of navy blue cotton, 1/2 metre of the blue and white stripes, 1/2 metre of PVC, 1 navy zip, 1 cream zip, and 1 set of instructions. $23.99. Half the stock of that, over half the stock of that one has gone. Down there. Right, then I've got the pink floral. So you get half a metre of the pink floral, half a metre of the grey, half a metre of the PVC, one pale grey zip, one cream zip, and the instructions. The picture on the web is not showing all the different colourways. Only shows the sage one, but then a little dot saying that it's in the other colours. Okay. And then very quickly, I've got the PVC for sale on its own. You're loving it. This is the glass clear PVC. It's not made of glass. It's £2.99 per half metre. So if you order 3 metres, you'll get a 3 metre piece, basically. Doesn't come cut into half metre pieces. And then I've got the glittery one. I'm sorry, we'll take that out. Glittery one. I'll try and get rid of this frog in my throat during the break, I promise. $2.99. Clear glitter. No, glitter. Clear glitter PVC. $2.99. Right, I better move on. We will see you after the break with Michael Miller Bundles. I'm going. Bye. In need of a crafting fix? There are so many ways you can watch Sewing Street and Yarn Lane. Sewing Street is live from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. every day on Freeview 72 and Sky 670. Alternatively, if you want to watch us on a tablet or on the move, you can tune in on our YouTube channel, the Sewing Street app, or the websites at www.sewingstreet.com and www.yarnlane.com. You can watch past shows on Sky 670 from 1 p.m. every day, as well as our YouTube channel, the app, and our website. Yarn Lane is on from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Visit our programme guide to find out when and what's on. So you never have to spend a minute without us.
Hi, I'm Wendy Orlando and I'm a craft blogger. You can find me over at thecraftyco.com, and if you do head on over and have a peep, you will see that I'm a tutorial blogger. I do all kinds of crafts, but my passions are crochet, knitting and sewing, which I've done for over 45 years. In that time, I've made lots of mistakes, but I have learnt lots of tricks and top tips that I can't wait to share. What I'd like to bring to the Sewing Street table is to show that you don't need to have gone to university or have a degree in design to be able to sew. You just need passion, a bit of courage to take the first steps, and a whole lot of patience. Oh, and an unpicker. You will need an unpicker. I do hope that you will follow me as I take my Sewing Street journey, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon.
Have you heard about all of the different ways you can shop with Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? You can either shop on our websites, sewingstreet.com and yarnlane.com. You can also order by phone by calling our friendly UK customer service team. For Sewing Street, call 0800 001 4433, and for Yarn Lane, call 0800 4700 600. And don't forget about the Sewing Street app. Here you can shop all of the Sewing Street products as well as watch the live shows from anywhere. You can download the app onto your smartphone or your tablet by simply searching Sewing Street in your app store. And one final thing, no matter how many times you check out on Sewing Street or Yarn Lane in one day, you will only pay one postage and packaging. Happy shopping! If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
Follow Sewing Street and Yarn Lane on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's coming up on the show, as well as being the first to know about our amazing offers. Get involved with our competitions that are exclusive to social media. And pick up some top tips from us too. I'm sorry that so many of you are having issues watching. I've just been through to Elliot now, and he's asked our output team to look into it and everything like that. But I'm thinking it might not be us. I think it might be the weird weather and the cold and everything like that. Because what do I watch? Facebook Live. My Facebook Live here has been fine. Jackie says that YouTube is fine. It just needs to be Sky and so I'm ever so sorry. But there's nothing I can do about it, I think. But we are looking into it. It's what? -6 outside, apparently. Oh, crikey. We need Vix's posh car, don't we? Because Vix's posh car goes down to -6 and she can see. Whereas mine, you remember my blue car broke down? So I just went in and swapped it for a very cheap red one. My very cheap red one will only go as far as 0. So when Emma came in today, she went, oh, -2. And I was like, no, mine goes to 0 and then just flashes. Anyway, got some gorgeous bundles for you now. I'm ever so sorry about the frog in my throat. I don't have it until I walk in here. It's ridiculous, isn't it? I've tried coughing and everything like that during the break to try and sort it out. But it's all right. It's my own fault. It's acid reflux. I eat too late before I go to bed at night time. Yes, Elliot will come in a minute saying, why hasn't John got water? I'm watching on Facebook Live and my picture is freezing. Oh! So, but mine isn't. You see, my picture hasn't frozen at all on Facebook. And I'm not on the company Facebook Live. I'm on my own personal Facebook page. You know what I mean? So it's not like June says oh, look at me. I saw myself doing this the other day and I was like, John, put your glasses on. Now she tells me. See, now Hannah's gone, yeah, you do look like a mole sometimes. No, that is nothing to do with the glasses. That's my face, I'm afraid. That's my face. I'm watching via Facebook and my picture freezes. My Sky is okay. You see, I think everybody's having different issues at the moment. And my glasses are wonky because I've got one ear higher than the other. It's all right, don't pick on me, Hannah. It's fine. It's fine. Yes. Anyway, let's move on. No. Right. Laurie's on Facebook Live. And putting on the TV, it's all fine. It's all fine. Right, okay. Hannah says she looks after me. Yeah. Wait. Right. Michael Miller Fabric, and Hannah's just made some lovely bundles for you. I'm not saying that, Hannah, but some of them aren't as good as others. That's Hannah saying that, not me. I think they're all lovely. Right, stop making excuses. Oh, okay, so we won't go to the one I've just picked up. We'll go to this one. This is not a bundle. This is fabric by the ½ metre. And there's only 6 metres left. Well, I can't because... Hang on then. Yeah, here we go. There you go. Right, there you go. Oh, now they're bickering in the gallery now. Because in the last show... And I said, oh, how long we got? And Emma went, it's all right, Wendy can go over if she likes. That's not a director's choice. That's a producer's choice, you see. So now Hannah's feeling threatened that Emma's... And at the end of the break, she said to Emma, well, you can produce now. So it's all going on today. All going on today. Look at this, buy this, because there's only 6 metres left and it's gorgeous. Isn't it lovely? Isn't that fabulous? Got your little cars, you got your little rabbits with their ears going out the back because they're going so fast. Little hedgehog plodding along there through the viage. Okay, so the report back from the transmission team is that if it's snowing, it could affect your Sky. YouTube is actually fine. There's nothing wrong with the output, so it could be your YouTube that's blocking out. We're not blaming you. We're just telling you this is what they're saying. Anyway, let's move on. Oh, Lucy says it's happening all the time. Oh, no. Yeah, she's going to give them a ring. Not us. She's not ringing us. She's ringing a provider. Well, it's -6 here. I'm surprised that means my roof won't be done today either, will it? Not that I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to be up atop of scaffolding in this ice and cold. Anyway, £7.49. There was only 6 metres when I started. And that's what? I have one ear higher than the other two. I've swapped to YouTube, so you shouldn't drop out. That's all one big sentence. Michelle says it did happen on Sky as well. Oh, no. Yeah, no, Sky's the one that we're saying will happen because that's the transmitters. That's not, you know. I don't know. I've got no idea. So I'm ever so sorry, but there's nothing we can do. It's not the actual transmission is fine. It's the way it's being delivered to you that there is an issue, I'm afraid. Okay. Oh, yes. This is lovely. I love this fabric. I will open it up for you now. Oh, I've just broken my nail. There you go. Isn't this lovely? Now, the range was very childlike, I would say, but then this one was like the adult version within the range, wasn't it? Well, I love this. Reminds me of another fabric that I've seen. Now, so what you get for your $14.99, you get half a metre of the houses by Michael Miller, and then you get half a metre of the trees. There you go, put it in shot. This will be lovely in that bag that Rebecca made yesterday, wouldn't it? Oh, I don't know. Hannah said she'd do it the other way around. Let's have a look. We had so many lovely comments about the shows yesterday. I can't tell you. It's fantastic. Or the apron. It would work for the apron as well. Hang on. So Hannah would do hers this way around. And then the straps have to be the blue going up there. Oh, what's that fabric there? The houses are all sorts of directions. That one's the right way up. That one's upside down. That's to the left. And that's to the right. Yesterday, there was a metre of each fabric in the bundles yesterday. So you'd need 2 units of that and 2 units of that. Oh, yeah. Now, I need to tell you, if you don't want to buy this as a bundle and you're looking at that house fabric, you think, well, I love that. That's available by the half metre on the web at the moment. Just search Michael Miller and you can see whatever's there from the Michael Miller range. Okay, so those are both Michael Miller fabrics in that bundle. Right, Hannah's done a mix and match on the next one. She's done a Michael Miller and a Moda. Right, okay. So now, we'll just do this first of all. These are the two that Hannah's mixed and matched. Now, she has, when we do these bundles, you have to choose it from you don't have the fabric in front of you, you have the computer in front of you, and she thought this orange was going to be the same as that orange. It's not far off, at all, but what she's saying in hindsight, what she would have done, I'm just going to show you this isn't for sale, what she would have done is she would have put the blue houses with the orange stripes. Because I agree. I mean, they all look lovely. So either you can buy both these separately on the web. So that's Michael Miller, that's Moda. What range is that in Moda? Oh, just search orange and it'll come up. And Michael Miller, the houses will come up. £19? You get half a metre of the stripe, half a metre of the houses. Move on. Do you know what? What if you love all those fabrics? Just if you go to the website. And you can make you can buy whatever you want. We've put them in bundles, but if you want any of these by the half metre on their own, please just go to the website and find them. You might get a better deal as well with that one. This one here. Now, this is Michael Miller, Victoria's Garden. This is everything we have at the moment from this range. It's only been on once before. Now, we had this in a bundle, didn't we, the other day? Was it yesterday? So let me just put that one and that one together. So you get two of the lovely daisies. Well, they're rose chain. Oh, I love these. Hang on. This is, I haven't seen this before. Let me just put them. So that's there, that's there, that's there. You get all of these. It's a mega bundle. Are we only selling the bundle today? Oh, we're selling them by. So if you love these, we're selling them by the half metre as well. So wait. So that's that one and that's that one and that one. Then that's that one and that's that one. Oh, look, and that's that one and that one. Oh, I love this. How much is this? £66.99, 4.5 metres. 4.5 metres for £66.99. Now, if you don't want the whole bundle, because you might not want the stripe, or you might not want that burgundy one in there, but we are selling them by the half metre in a second as well. I do think they're beautiful, though. Lulu's loving the fabric. So am I, Lulu. I love this bundle. So this is all we have from the collection. I've got a couple of bundles that Hannah's mixed with other fabrics coming up in a little while. But this is all we have from this bundle, from this range. This is a half a metre of everything that we have from the range. Oh, it's beautiful. Right, now I'm going to do the one by one. So I'll start off with these, which I would imagine are the signature dishes. No, you can't eat them. Oh, I'm going to love these. Which one do you want to do first? The blue one or the... Right, hang on. I need to move this to the other side so you can see the full effect of them all. The blue one, did you say? Yeah, blue one. Right. Oh. So this is Victoria's Garden. Splendid Bouquet, this one's called. 100% cotton, machine washable, quilting weight, 44 inches wide. Okay, our graphics don't say Splendid Bouquet. Our graphics say garden roses on blue. Okay. Where do we start? I think now, Karen in Wigan, wouldn't one of your dresses look exquisite in that? I love this fabric. I just think it. Do you know what? I'd buy half a metre and just make a cushion, just make a square cushion out of it because I think the fabric is so beautiful. What does it mean, quilting weight, Lulu? Right, Lulu, it means, you know, like the cottons that we normally... It's not a lawn, it's not a poplin. It's a nice dress weight, skirt weight, quilting weight, anything like that. That's what I call quilting weight. Yeah, there's lots of movement, especially in the flowers. Or look at the way they've been painted. They're just beautiful. They're delicate. They're almost real. They look real, don't they? This is what you get in your half metre. But obviously now, if you buy half metre, that's what you get. If you put down you want 3 metres, you don't get 6 pieces. You get it in a 3 metre piece. Oh, John just got up and you're not stroking the fabrics. Please make my day. Carol, will be my pleasure. These are beautiful. Just getting up. It's 9:30. I've been up for 5 hours. No, but everyone's not me. No, just as well. I love the big flowers as well, John. Love the colours. I know, Laurie, isn't it beautiful? I can just see the most exquisite frock made out of that. No, you're right. I wonder who they've got to design it, because it's not your typical Michael Miller, is it? You wouldn't look at that and go, oh, that's a Michael Miller fabric. Definitely wouldn't. And then same quality. He has quality, but he wouldn't. His are more kind of, I don't want to say graphic, but they're more, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, I know. Like, I always think of him as bright primary colours, that kind of thing. And this is just... Do you know what? Oh, I just think it's lovely. I'm going to move on because I'm getting a bit over what's it about that now. So I've got the same fabric, but in a different coloured background. Oh. They've called this on beige. They've said this one's on beige. Do you want to do it now? Okay. 7:49. It's only been on once before, has it? Oh, the mega bundle. There's only 4 left. There's only 4 of the mega bundle left, I'm afraid. I'll show you again. Well, if there's any left by the time I've finished doing this, I'll show you them again. Right, now I'm going to go on to like I called it daisy chain, but that's not what it's called. It's got butterflies, it's got roses, it's got leaves. So should we do this one first or this one first? Now, we call it'd be interesting to see what colour they call this background. This one is called Afternoon Party. We won't have called it that. Garden Rose Chain. I don't understand. Well, I'm not going to go. No, I don't understand when it's on the fabric why we don't write it on. I'll have a word. Afternoon Party. Isn't it just exquisite? They've said it's on red, right? Now, I've got an issue with that. Well, it's not. It's in the red family, isn't it? But I wouldn't call it red. 7:49. Now, I need to warn you, the cream one of this, which I was going to show you next, has just sold out without me even showing it. So please be careful. It's available in the mega bundle and in another bundle that's coming up in a minute. But that's already cut into the ½ metre. Isn't it pretty? It's very delicate. I'm still trying to think of a colour. I want to say crushed raspberry. But it's not a bright red. And I haven't got a red to put next to it to show you, but it's not a bright red. But it's beautiful. Right, okay, moving on. Well, I was going to say nail varnish, but Hannah's saying a dark lipstick colour. Right, this one I just have this colourway, full stop. That's it, just one colourway. He always, no, I say he. Michael Miller isn't one person, it's 2 people. But they always put a stripe in their collections, don't they? Now, I quite like it because it looks like they've done it with a watercolour and just taken a paintbrush and just painted it on. They've called it Striped Multi. We've called it Velvet Stripe. No, other way around. They've called it Velvet Stripe. We've called it Striped Multi. Oh, Hannah can see a dress in this. Oh, like the one you wear open. Hannah's got a dress she wears in the summer that doesn't do up. I'm glad someone else was asking about definition of fabric weights. As a musician who sees, I have no understanding of what a lawn is compared to a poplin, compared to a thingamy-doodle or whatever. Perhaps a guidance chart on the website would be useful to explain. Yeah, lawn, Derek, is like a Liberty lawn, very, very fine, almost like a Japanese silk. A poplin is like a shirt weight, and then quilting weight cotton is the heavier weight. But maybe we should do that. Oh, Hannah would like a backpack made out of this. She's going to Borough Market, which is closed at the moment, sadly. Which is, I'm surprised because it's all open air, isn't it? But a lot of the stall holders haven't bothered out. Yeah, but you'd think they'd open every other or every third stall or something, wouldn't you? But no, I'm not saying anyone should risk themselves. But because it's outside, you can go to outside markets and things, can't you? But we filmed a lot of, whenever you see a Poirot scene, and it's like in the back streets of London, a lot of that was done in Borough Market. I haven't been to the German bar underneath Borough Market. I was there working. I've got friends who live right across the road to Borough Market and they love it. It's very bustly and noisy. Right, now I'm going to do the sprigs. Oh, in fact, on location this week, there was a lady buying a flat for 1.7 million. This is 12 years ago, and that was next to Borough Market. I'd love it. Anyway. So which one should I do first? The blue one first. Look at that. Oh, now we've called this one Fragrance of... No, they've called this one Fragrance of the Night. But hang on. They can't be rose chain because that's what we called the other rose. That was what they called the other... Okay, I don't know where they've got rose chain from, I'm afraid. I am going to have a word today, I think. I'll get shouted at, but I'm going to have a word. $7.49. It's lovely, isn't it? There's that flower from... Look, there it is. It's in there, look. Gorgeous. There are only 3 mega bundles left, I'm afraid. Only 3 mega bundles left. Oh... $7.49. That is beautiful. I'll move on. Then I've got the same fabric but in like a buttery cream background. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. I'm only seeing fashion. I'm only seeing dresses. Oh no, the first one I saw a cushion, didn't I? But I'd have this as the back of a cushion. Oh, a cushion on the spare bedroom, yeah. Oh, right. Now I think I've had a visitation. Right, because I got home yesterday and I always take my bag up to the spare bedroom at the back, right, to unpack my bag and things. And yesterday there was a coin on the bed. And I thought, oh, that's weird, because I don't carry coins or change or anything like that. I put it in my pocket thinking, oh, it's obviously dropped £1 or something. Got downstairs and it was €1. Right, and this euro has appeared from nowhere. I haven't been to anywhere in Europe. I haven't got any euros. I haven't been shopping. It's not by £1. So somebody hasn't given it me as £1, but it was just in the middle of the bed. No, nobody went in. They didn't even get the key out because I've hidden the key for the roofers to go in. And what would they be doing in my spare room anyway? But they hadn't even opened the key. It was still in the box. A spirit. They sometimes drop coins, don't they, to let you know they're there. Have you not read that? If you believe that, I'm only saying now because I do believe in things like that, but I know a lot of people don't. So somebody's been to visit. That's nice. Because I was thinking the other day, because remember that blue tit I had that was in the house? It's always in the same room as well. It's always in that back bedroom. Right, now these 2 fabrics are scrummy, 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 scrummy. These are a smaller print than the first one, if you remember. Blue one first? Yeah, blue one first. Oh, this is very close to selling out now, this one. And this one, they've called this one the Magic Garden. Oh, now, this is the one I chose to go in a dressmaking show in a couple of weeks' time. There wasn't enough left. Not a couple of weeks, next weekend, and there wasn't enough left. I don't know why it's called daffodils, though. There's not one daffodil on that fabric. Well, they see it matches in, doesn't it, with the butterflies from the rose chain one and everything. It's gorgeous. Oh, sorry, I keep saying gorgeous, and a lady put on Facebook yesterday, she hates how I say gorgeous all the time, but it is gorgeous. Oh, it's going to about sell out. About sell out, about sell out, about sell out. We're going to find... Who said that? Jan? Jan, I'm going to find out, because I'll say that. I'll say, oh... Just search Michael Miller. But having said that, search quickly because these are all going to go. These are all about to go. Nurse Julie. Morning, John. Nurse Julie here. Is there any Liberty fabric on today? And yes, I do believe in spirit. Thank you, Julie. I don't think there is today, but when have I got it? Friday. Right, okay, so when we launched it with Susie the other day, nearly all of it sold out. We've reordered it and we're hoping it's going to be in for Friday. That's the Deco Dance range that I've got there. Hannah's chasing up right now. Right now. Hey, I've done the creamy one, here it's here. Been there for a while. Oh, Kate says, I believe in visits. My nan very often shows her presents. She was a great sewist, and I keep finding her embroidery scissors are out of their case. She is trying to tell you to tidy up. Jean says, very snowy in Durham. Oh, Jean's got a shop up there. $7.49. Yeah, I'm a great believer in all that. Right, mega bundle. How many are left? 2 mega bundles left. Yeah, this is, which was the fabric that was only available in the mega bundle now? Oh yeah, that one there is only available in the mega bundle. So there's only 2 of these left for $66.99. Oh yes. Right, okay. I don't want to get into this because I know a lot of people don't believe in it. But on one of my Facebook lives, we were talking about Norman, my cat, who sadly passed just over a year ago. And I have a Norman, the Joe Carter Norman, up on the shelf just behind me and everything, which is a soft toy. And the light started flickering, right? And it was really weird because then it would come back on again. Then we talked about something, and there was nothing. I had the light checked and everything, and it was always saying, "I'm here, I'm with you, I'm with you, I'm with you." It's lovely. I think that's a lovely feeling. Anyway, we'll move on. Can you say gorgeous? Oh no, you can say gorgeous as much as you like. Thank you, Lulu. I can't remember who the lady was who doesn't like it. It was only one lady. So 2 of those mega bundles left. No, you want to do going to the pre-order. You said after this. Yeah, that's all right. So now somebody's just messaging, I don't understand the pre-order. What it is if you go to the website, click on Watch Live, then if you scroll down, now there's the early bird from earlier. Right, now you see here, today's show deals, that is everything that we have shown so far on the show today. So it means that at the beginning of a show, there'll be nothing in there, and everything will be on pre-order. So this here is every single thing. Oh, that's sold out, look. Oh, look, sold out. That is everything that we have shown you so far on today's show. Now, if you go to the top of the list on the right-hand side, it says pre-order. Click on pre-order. This is everything that's coming up on today's show. So there's Wendy's next hour. And then I've got a bag making kit, like bag bits and bobs after that. Oh, actually, those fabrics there are from this hour. See, keep going up. Oh, it's sold out. That one sold out on its own, but I've got that in a bundle in a minute. But anyway, so there, and then there's the bag thingies I've got coming up later. And there are all the cotton canvases I've got in the 11 o'clock hour. Right, and now 12 o'clock won't be there, because 12 o'clock is Yarn Lane. So if you want to have a look at what's available on Yarn Lane, and believe me, there are some gorgeous, oh, I've done it again, fabulous yarns on there. Go to the, I'll show you. I don't know if we're supposed to, but I'll show you anyway. Go to the Yarn Lane website, www.yarnlane.com, is it? Right, and then you click on, there you go. That is everything that is in Wendy and Rebecca's 12 o'clock hour today. Look. I know. Where's the big umbrella-y one? Oh, okay. You see those wools? Why have they taken a picture of 3 then? You get 1 for your $21.99. Those. Anyway, look, oh, there it is. Oh, it's only $34.99. Oh, $54, sorry. Sorry, I can't see without my glasses. That's the Yarn Lane hour coming up at 12 o'clock. Pom-poms, wool winders and skein thingies. That's why I'm not doing it. Okay, look at that one. Look, can we just click on that one to prove that? So that woolly chic heart spun 4-plate. There's a picture with like 3 or 4 of them in. You get one. You get one. And the same there with the 2 there. I don't know why they've done that. Don't know why they've done that. I know it's to show different elements of the colour, but even so, they should, yeah, just one. It's just one. Now, that one there, that's not one ball. That's all of those balls there. That one there, that's a kit. That's a kit. Anyway, should we move on? Move on. Oh, yeah. And also, remember, if you bought something from me and you buy something from Yarn Lane, 1p&p. And I need to tell you, there's only 2 of the Jukies left and 1 550 of the Elna machine left. If you add those to your order, there's still only 1p&p. So if you bought that great big Juki there, and you've already bought the early bird, say, you still only pay 1p&p of £3.95. Right, bundle. Oh, I love this. This one here. Now, if you put this down on paper, right, you'd think, oh, that won't work. But look at this, right? They're all solid colours. They're not Michael Miller. They're Rose and Hubble, right? But how brilliant is that? And they had it on the other day. Sorry, Hannah. They had it on the other day. Sold out. Sold out. Hannah has recreated it for you today. We've made as many as we possibly can from the stock that we've got. This is a mega bundle. Can you believe it? It's $29.99. There's 4.5 metres in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4.5 metres there is in there. Have you got the colours listed or not? Okay. So you just so you know, yeah, because on paper, you'd think, oh, that won't work. When Hannah told me about it, I was like, oh, that won't work, Hannah. But actually, it works brilliantly. Okay. Oh, there's only there's only 3 left now. Oh, I do apologise. By the time I've given you all the colours, they're all going to have gone, aren't they? Slate, silver mink. Right, okay, I don't know which they are. Oh, that one. And that silver mink next to it, right? Rose. Oh, no, that's Rose. That's Rose. What did you say? Claret. Fur. Chartreuse. Brunette. Blush. And lemon. We got there. Oh, sold out. Sold out. We'll try and make more in the future, but 1 or 2 of those colours we've used everything that's in stock, so we can't make any more today. But well done. Which one do you want to do first? Yeah, got it. So this is Hannah mixing and matching designers. So you got Michael Miller. Now we've called that that's the one we call Daffodil, I think. But then don't worry about it because you get it in there. Then you've got your Rose and Hubble purple. Then you've got your Liberty Wiltshire Shadow. $18.99, been very popular. You've been checking out on these all morning. So Hannah's saying front of cushion, back of cushion, piping. You are getting ½ metre of each. You'll do more than that with those. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. $18.99, ½ metre of Michael Miller, ½ metre of Liberty, ½ metre of Rose and Hubble. $18.99. I know. Can you see that's the Wiltshire Shadow? It's like, I can't remember the colour of it, but it's very, very subtle, that one. ½ metre, ½ metre, ½ metre. $18.99. So designer. Rose and Hubble are sort of designer, aren't they? But not as big a designer as Liberty and Michael Miller. No offence, Rose and Hubble. You don't have to use it together either if you don't want to. I think those two look lovely together. Hannah loves this, but don't let that put you off. Right, okay, this is the more popular one, this one. So again, you've got Michael Miller in the big, big, beautiful, bold pattern. I'll put that in the shot there. That's like a sage colour. No. I can't remember what that one's... Oh, is that chartreuse? No. Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah. And then... Moda. It's very floral, very garden, I'd say, that one. Oh, is that $17.99? Who's done these prices, Hannah? So, Moda, Michael Miller, Rose and Hubble, chartreuse. Oh, sage. I didn't think it was chartreuse. No, that's chartreuse. Look there, you see. It is slightly different. It is slightly different. So, hang on. Yeah, I think you've rounded down quite a lot on that one, Hannah. It's lovely, though, isn't it? Very floral. Love, 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 love this. 2 up. There you go. Very popular, that one. These 2 bundles that Hannah's made were both selling out before we'd even come to the hour. Not selling out, because I've still got them, but selling very quickly. Gorgeous. Right, now, hang on. I've got another... Oh, I've got 3 more bundles to do yet. I've got which one? Yeah, right. So then these... Now, this is the red, what we call rose chain, but they don't call it that. With Hannah Basics, this one. $12.99. You get half a metre of Hannah Basic stripe and half a metre of the Michael Miller. $12.99. 7 left, that's all. 7 left. Flying into baskets, absolutely flying into baskets. Now this one, I'm not rushing, but it's because we've only got a few minutes left, you see. This one, right, this is the only place now, has the mega bundle gone yet? No, so there are 2 mega bundles left, and this bundle, they're the only places you can get this fabric, because that's not available by the half metre anymore. The pink and the green bundle make lovely book covers. Made book covers. Why? Right, hang on, there's an issue with the website. Oh, okay, hang on. So we haven't got that bundle. Oh, right. Taking this back now, so I can do this bundle. We'll do the bundle now, but there's been an issue in the web. I have got this by the half metre. I have got... So this one's $13.99. Alison Glass. Oh, do you know what? I thought that was Liberty Wiltshire shade. Put my glasses on. Alison Glass. Right. Oh, okay, so on the website, so that's on the website, that's right, $13.99 with that picture. There's another one with this picture with both of them, but actually it's only this one on its own. You don't, so take it on the code, TKYV45 is this on its own, buy the half metre, so you can buy as much of that as you like. Ignore the bundle one. He's just they put the wrong picture up, that's all. $7.49. So pretty, isn't it? Didn't you? Yeah. I've still got another bundle I haven't done yet. Yeah. So this then is a bundle, is it? Oh, actually, you've got calico in this one. It's Michael Miller, Dreaming of Tuscany Creative. I don't know why they've called it that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So you get 1/2 metre of the stripe, which I love. Oh, he's done that the same way that he did the velvet stripes on this range that we've just launched, that we've just done, isn't it? Staggered stripe, this one's called. Oh, natural seeded cotton, sorry, not calico. So you've got your stripe, you've got your sage. What's that one? Monotone dot in mauve, Michael Miller. Then you've obviously got your cyan, and then you've got your seeded cotton there. It's not calico, it's seeded cotton. $25.99. Hannah says it made her more creative seeing this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good value as well. No, I don't think you and Kat should be allowed to do prices. Okay, right. Now, have I got time to show these two on their own? Yeah, I'll just show you these two on their own. Remember the Hannah Basic stripe that we showed? You can buy that on its own as well. Now, the stripes aren't like even stripes. They're kind of wiggly stripes. Creeping in, $4.99 for 1/2 metre. Now, again, this one, if you order 4 metres, you'll get a piece that's 4 metres long. It won't be cut into pieces. $4.99 for 1/2 metre. And then last but not least, I've got the Alison Glass small floral in beige, this one. Now, you might have to come close to see the pattern on this one. Oh, mega bundle. I'll show it to you again before we go. That's the Alison Glass there. That's the Alison Glass. Right, just before we go, there is 1 mega bundle left. I'll show you the mega bundle now. Here it is. Oh, I love. Love. There's only 1 of these left. Who's going to be the... I was going to go roll up. Who's going to be the lucky lady who gets this? Could be a gentleman, of course. I love that. I'd have that. I'd buy that. Well, if there's 1 left, I might do. Oh, it's not going to be at this rate. I just think they feel beautiful. Carol, they feel gorgeous as well. Who's has? Oh, Davinia. Oh, yeah, Norman's still there. And Nelly, of course, and Nelly. Thank you, Davinia, my lovely. Right, we're going to go for a break now. What's she called, that woman? Wendy Orlando. I was going to call her Angela for some reason. Wendy Orlando is up after break. I've got a picture, actually, haven't we? Of the cushion. What she's doing is she's using Stuart Hilliard's book, right, to show you different techniques. That's a foundation paper piecing technique that she's going to be doing. Is it? I think that's flip, stitch and flip, isn't it, that one? Oh, okay, sorry, that's not the foundation paper piecing one she's going to be showing. We're going for a break. We will see you in 3 minutes with Angela. That's my new name for her now. In 3 minutes from now. In need of a crafting fix? There are so many ways you can watch Sewing Street and Yarn Lane. Sewing Street is live from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. every day on Freeview 72 and Sky 670. Alternatively, if you want to watch us on a tablet or on the move, you can tune in on our YouTube channel, the Sewing Street app, or the websites at www.sewingstreet.com and www.yarnlane.com. You can watch past shows on Sky 670 from 1 p.m. every day, as well as our YouTube channel, the app, and our website. Yarn Lane is on from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Visit our programme guide to find out when and what's on. so you never have to spend a minute without us.
Hello everyone, I'm Delphine Brooks. It's so great to be here and part of the Sewing Street family. I'm local, I'm only down the road in Warwickshire. I started sewing many years ago when I was very young, doing lots of art and painting, and eventually I went into textiles, and I really enjoyed doing the two together. I then had a bit of a break. Something you don't know about me maybe is that I spent many years in the Royal Air Force and eventually in the police as well. And then I went full circle and I've come back to my happy place of sewing, and which I really enjoy. My best sewing tip is measure twice and cut once. I have chipped up a couple of times by not measuring properly, and I do always regret it. So now I always measure twice, cut once. Anyway, I really hope to be with you again soon, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.
Stuck for ideas for the perfect gift? Why not get them a gift card? You can buy Sewing Street and Yarn Lane gift cards loaded up with anything from £10 to £500. Shop our gift cards online at www.sewingstreet.com or www.yarnlane.com, or purchase them via our UK call centre on 0800 001 44 33. Follow Sewing Street and Yarn Lane on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's coming up on the show, as well as being the first to know about our amazing offers. Get involved with our competitions that are exclusive to social media. And pick up some top tips from us too.
Have you heard about all of the different ways you can shop with Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? You can either shop on our websites, sewingstreet.com and yarnlane.com. You can also order by phone by calling our friendly UK customer service team. For Sewing Street, call 0800 001 4433, and for Yarn Lane, call 0800 4700 600. And don't forget about the Sewing Street app. Here you can shop all of the Sewing Street products as well as watch the live shows from anywhere. You can download the app onto your smartphone or your tablet by simply searching Sewing Street in your app store. And one final thing, no matter how many times you check out on Sewing Street or Yarn Lane in one day, you will only pay one postage and packaging. Happy shopping!
Caroline, you can't find the PVC on the website because it's all sold out. Both the glittery one and the plain one have both sold out. But we will get some more in. We will get some more in, but it's all sold out for today. Right, so we're going to start with this book. Stuart Hillard. Now, I keep calling him Hilliard. It's Hillard. It's only because I've got friends in my village and their last name is Hillier, and that's why I got it confused. Such a lovely book, this. Such a gorgeous book. 100 designs to sew for patchwork perfection. How much is it? The graphic's going to come in now. How much? Okay, I've got a bone to pick with you. This is how much it's supposed to be. $22.95. $22.95 is how much this book is meant to be. How much are we selling it for? Oh, I was just doing a movement then. Yeah, I was trying to. It doesn't matter. $17.99. Right, let's have a quick look through it because it's only you, Hannah. Everyone else is getting on. Hannah's saying we all need a break from each other. It's Hannah that needs the break. Anyway, look, technique, layering, adding borders, make a design wall, applique, everything you need to know. Binding, useful equipment. Right, there are 100 quilts in this book. Knit one per one. I'm not going to go through all 100, don't worry. Honey to the Bee, Christmas Rose. Oh, that's one you've made up there. Christmas Rose. Tumbler. Hannah likes a tumbler full of gin. Rainbow Rails, checkerboard. All kinds of people. That's lovely, isn't it? All kinds of people. Twisted ribbons, Hannah. stacked bricks. Quick, there's 100. There's 100 different. Oh, box of crayons. Box of crayons. Yellow Brick Road, Strawberry Patch. There's so many. All Your Kisses for Me. 1974, Brotherhood of Man. Desert Blooms. Contained Chaos. That's what it is here today. Look, there's just so much. All different techniques and everything. Oh, I love that heart one. Look. That's me, apparently, Old Glory. Springtime in Oslo. It's still cold in Oslo in spring. I can tell you that for a fact. Oh, man. Oh, all these places I've lived. So I've lived in Oslo, right? Lived in Manhattan. Lived on an old cobble street in a past life when I was a doctor in Victorian times, if you believe in things like that. Russell Square. I'm not telling you what happened there. Anyway. Well, no, because I didn't live in Pine Blossom or Stacked. Or Pineapple Parade. Beautiful. Hannah's got a road near her called Pineapple Road. So there's 100. Oh, look. Goose in the Pond. I don't know why I said it like that, because we made one like that, but it was at Sewing Quarter, wasn't it? Lady of the Lake. That's Hannah. Oh, look at that dog. Oh. I used to have a bedroom that colour. I found it a bit oppressive. Well, yeah, I'm going back to 1972, 73. History, yeah, you heard about that, Hannah. Anyway, look, we're still going. We're only on number 73. Lollipop Flowers. Lollipop Flowers 2. Rose Petals. But do you know what I mean? Like, there's 100 different quilts in here. Right, okay. Hashtag, I don't know how to say that, Kufu. But that's nice. Mondrian is gorgeous, isn't it? I love that one. So anyway, that's the book. Oh, now one thing I do have to point out to you. It has templates in it, but you do have to enlarge them. You do have to enlarge the templates. That's for your EPP and things like that, and FPP. Not EPP, so I don't mean EPP, I mean FPP. And I mean, you know, kind of... What did you say? Hannah, just press buttons. Oh, Iris says, I normally watch the TV while I have my breakfast in bed. Now watching on my iPad in the lounge. I just love the programmes and... I don't know how that one was going to be finished. Anyway, this book should be $22.99. For some reason, we've got it for $17.99. Very, very, very popular book. So we're going to, Wendy's going to be using that book today to show you some very simple techniques. To do the techniques, she needs fat quarters, right? So instead of having a bundle of fat quarters, we have panels that have fat quarters already printed on them. And there's what? Oh, and they're big fat quarters apparently on here. So where am I starting? Right, MAUU 68. That doesn't make any difference, that's the number on it. Oh, no, because it's a code, isn't it? It's a bundle. So what you get here is you get 4 huge fat quarters, very essence of Orla Keeley, plus ½ metre of the white fabric. 19. No, hang on. I thought this panel was $19.99. So you get the panel, and there's no instructions. You just get the panel with 4 big fat quarters and ½ metre of white fabric. Yeah, they're doing clog dancing upstairs today, obviously, in the warehouse. But you can't hear that at home, so it's fine. Apparently, allegedly. So that's that one. Then, oh, okay. Then I've got this blue one, so you get ½ metre of the white. Is it white? I'm saying white. Looks like, it might be ivory, actually. There we go. Oh, it is ivory. There you go. Oh, this is nice. You've got the teapots. You've got the Staffordshire Fire dogs. Except that one looks like a cat. You've got a bouquet of flowers and you've got confetti. And half a metre of your ivory. $19.99. Oh, I know what EPP is, but what's FPP? Well, Carol, you're going to find out. It's foundation paper piecing, but you're going to find out because we're doing a bit of it in this hour. Okay, so that's that one. Then I've got one with blue gingham. Again. Now, that's white, that one, I think, isn't it? Oh, no, it's ivory again. It does feel like they're going to come through the roof, doesn't it? Ivory, yeah. Right, so this one, you've got a pale grey gingham. You've got like a tile print, a floral, and a pink dot. Each one of those is a huge fat quarter, plus your half a metre of ivory. $19.99. And then last but not least, if you want to see any of these again, just give us a shout and I'll show you them again. I just want to get on with the demo, that's all. And then the last one over there, got a lovely floral sprig pattern on it. What's one's called Autumn Days. So what you get on this one is you get, a blue sprig, a mulberry leaf, a lovely sprig pattern there, and then a kind of mustard print on that one. Plus your half metre of ivory. $19.99. Right, I won't go through anything else that's on my desk at the moment. As and when Wendy uses something, I might butt in. Right, Wendy, what did you love about this book?
Everything.
Everything.
Have I turned myself on? Am I muted? Am I all right now?
No, you're on,
I'm
you're
okay,
on, you're on.
Absolutely loved this book because, yes, it is a quilted book, but it was so much more than that. And I'll get it down. If you can see here, I made a cushion.
Right.
I love cushions. You know
Yeah.
me, I absolutely love them. So you don't need to make a quilt. So the thing that I take from this book is it's all about the panels. It's all about the individual panels.
Yeah.
And I'm a lover of an envelope. Don't get me wrong, John. I do like an envelope back. But if you do a plain back, and I've shown people how to do zips today, so it's not hard. You have now another canvas on the back. So what I would do, and I've got one of them here, I would use something like this on the back.
Right.
And then just do a big border with it to match the size of the front. And then that way, depending what you feel like when you wake up in the morning, you can just turn your cushion around and have a different look in your room. Can't you? Because I am a huge lover of that. So it's not about the quilts. I think it's more about the blocks.
Yes.
But there are so many different things in there. And there's lots of different techniques. Now, I will just explain a little bit about the book because it doesn't, for having 100 quilts in there, John, it should be this fat with all the instructions. But Stuart explains how to do things in the front of the book, and then as you go further into the quilts, then there's a description of what you need to do within each of those quilts.
Oh, so you refer back to the techniques at the beginning of the book.
So that one that I just showed you, the cushion that I just showed you, it's actually, in fact, the Christmas rose.
Right.
And that one it's so effective when you see it as a quilt. It's simply just doing the corner. You just get your squares and then attach another square and fold back to create your shapes in the corner. And then you just, that one here, the yellow brick road, is in fact these two here. So that's the yellow brick road.
Right.
And all you did there, and I used the cutter, the
rotary cutter and ruler.
Yeah, the rotary cutter and ruler for this, because all you need is just rectangles. That is a brilliant cutter, that is.
It's here, 2-in-1 measures and cuts once. I love this. I think this is brilliant. It cuts multiple layers of fabric, makes straights cut quick and easy. It's a 6-inch by 24-inch ruler. And the blade, we're not going to cut with it today, are we? But the blade is ensconced in this. So you press that down and it's just the most fantastic thing. I'll show you that on another day when I'm doing cutting out and things like that. But $64.99. It's a brilliant piece of of
It
equipment.
absolutely is. It really is. And the good thing about that, you know I'm a lefty, John.
Yeah.
I could even cut right-handed
Well,
with that.
no, it's left or right, 'cause you just push it down, don't
All you need is that
But if-
little bit of pressure.
If
That's
you
all
have
need.
dexterity issues and can't use a rotary cutter or scissors, it's brilliant because all you literally do is just have to press it down with the palm of your hand and you're cutting away with it.
And you're right, the blade is concealed
Yeah.
until you press it down.
Yeah.
So it moves freely
Yes.
along.
And
until you-
the other thing is we also say, don't cut with the rotary cutter towards yourself. You can cut towards yourself on that one. And the blade is behind that safety guard. So in theory, you should never have your hand anywhere near the blade.
Exactly. But I tend to actually always put the blade and cut
To the
that
bottom,
way.
yeah.
I just do, it's just out of habit. And you can even put your fabric underneath and then move the blade.
Yeah.
So you can move it back and then cut it. Because I think I get a much more even pressure if I push
But
away
it's because
from it.
that's what you're used to doing, isn't it?
It
But
is,
yeah.
yes. So that was brilliant. And that's literally just rectangles. And you can change the look of the squares simply by the orientation. So we've got I thought they were two dogs. So you used to get a pair of dogs years ago.
Yeah, that's right, Staffordshire dogs, yeah.
But one of them's...
One's a cat.
One's
yeah.
a cat,
Yeah.
yes. So I had them, I thought they worked more being
Upright.
portrait, and then the teapots work perfectly in landscape.
Oh, okay.
But you can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the fabric was really not really directional, so I just cut them as. So that was the yellow brick road, and you can see, John, that you would not have thought that was that one.
No, not at all.
Because depending on what fabrics you use, and it's incredible, these fat quarters work beautifully with it, but you can use any of the other fabrics on the way.
Oh yes, I mean we just put the fat quarters in, but if you've got a stash of fabric at home,
It'd be
the book is
absolutely
ideal
perfect.
for all your different
Yes,
fabrics.
and
yeah.
things like the little strawberry patch there, that is just doing like your half square triangles and then your different fabrics and just going all the way through. There's different techniques. So you get the ones where you sew together, which is fine, and then you get applique ones. So we have an applique one here,
Right.
and then all you do, and I know you were saying, John, that all the templates are up at the back. If you can, in the book, there is somewhere that you go to download them, and this is all I did. I just downloaded them all here.
Oh, what? There's an
Yes,
address that you
yes,
can go to.
Yes, there is. Don't.
No, I don't know where it is.
But yes, so all I did, and this is all of them, John. So
okay.
it's not every single one of them, because remember the ones like this,
Yes.
you don't need a template
Of
for
course
this.
not. So it's only the ones like the FPP
It is,
ones. And things.
yes, and the applique ones. So I've downloaded them all. But to your point, what you were saying, John, in the book, it tells you on here. So let's just go to one of them on here. So the kaleidoscope one that I'm doing, that's the one I'm going to be doing.
Okay.
It says enlarge by 300%.
Right.
Now, when you actually then download it from the web, you still sometimes have to increase it.
Oh, so it doesn't come out the 300 times bigger?
It doesn't, no. And so this one has come out here, and then it says enlarge by 200%. So if you looked on here, let's have a look at number 82 on here. Let's see, 685. Right, so in the book it tells you to enlarge it by 3,
Right.
so 300%.
Yeah.
But when you download off the web, it's only telling me that I need to increase by 200%.
Right.
Now, it is sometimes it's a little bit challenging to do that, but depending on what software you use, then you just set your printer, and you may have to print it over a couple of pages and then cut them. That's what I did with these, John. And the secret to that after is when you've done it once, don't keep downloading it and cutting out. Cut out once, because when you stick it together, it then fits on an A4 piece of paper.
Okay, perfect.
So it sounds more complicated than it actually is.
I wouldn't know. I've got a printer stroke photocopier, but I wouldn't know how to make it 200 times bigger.
Yeah, it's my personal, I mean, I've got quite a good printer and it wouldn't even enlarge for me.
Okay.
So I actually had to scan it, put it on the computer, and then when I printed it out, that's when you're able to manipulate how you do it.
But surely, if that's the one you've downloaded, that looks a nice size anyway. You could almost do it that size.
Well,
couldn't you?
I thought that, and I thought, I didn't see that enlarged by 200% at first. I thought that it was from the book.
Right.
So when I went and looked at the book and it said 300, I thought, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
But also that there is no way that looked like a 1/4 of an inch to me, because you've got your 1/4 of an inch seam allowance.
Yes, of course, yeah.
So I would suggest that you do enlarge to
Yeah.
what. But there is nothing. You're absolutely right. There's probably nothing to stop you keeping that as the main.
Yes,
but
and
then
then
you
just
would have
adding
to
your
put
quarter
your
inch
quarter
seam
of an
allowance
inch
around
around
it,
the
yeah.
outside. But you know, I didn't find it that difficult to do.
No.
But sometimes some of the software, some of the programs won't let you enlarge.
Oh, apparently Wendy's microphone's a bit quiet. Everybody, please. Martina's off to the dentist. She's loving all your demos. Oh, we've got one of those funny messages again. Could you just get rid of that message, please? It's the same lady from last week.
Okay.
Right.
And then with you get the, as I say, you get the ones where you just cut the sizes.
Yeah.
Then you get the ones where you can download these. And so this is an appliqued one here,
Right.
John. And all I did then was I downloaded it and it told me on here to enlarge it by 200%.
Right.
Probably in there it said 3. And then I just stuck it on a piece of card because I want to be able to use this again and again. And you'll see here, there was no need for me to do that one again.
No.
Because it's exactly the same one. But
The other way round.
Other way.
Yeah.
So, and then you can see here, I didn't use all of it because it actually told me to do a 10-inch square, but that's more than 10 inch.
Oh, okay.
So you could even do a bigger one than that.
Yes.
And then I think I don't know which way. Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
So all I did then was cut out and then applique on there, and I used a zigzag stitch.
Okay.
I did put Bondaweb on because I didn't want any movement.
Okay, Bondaweb. I've got Bondaweb.
Do you? Oh, you do? I see it.
Not on the roll. I've got it in the packet here. $2.99. 120 centimetres by 17.5 centimetres. Le Bondaweb. Okay.
And that's really, really easy to use. And what it does give to you, and I do repeat myself with this, I like to always be working with one piece of material.
Yeah.
So by actually, in effect, sticking something on, it then sticks it on so there's only one piece. And then I say, all I did was a little zigzag. You can even hand stitch these, John. You don't
yes.
have to use the machine. That's the great thing about it.
So that fabric there, I was just thinking, I haven't seen that fabric. It looks different when it's cut out like that, doesn't it?
It really
That's
does.
from this bundle, which they're calling the Stem Fruit Punch bundle.
I really love that one.
Yeah,
I've worked
that's
with
lovely.
that before and it's really lovely. But I just thought that looked a bit like paving.
Look, I what?
A little bit like paving.
Oh yeah, no.
So
But
it looks
from
like a
here,
little
I was thinking,
road.
I haven't recognised that one because it looks very different when you've cut it into a
And that's
swirl.
what it does. And the great thing about a lot of these blocks are they really lend themselves to large print.
Yes.
Because very often you lose the effect of the print because it's so small.
small, yeah.
And you will notice what I have done when I start making this one. This one here is actually, is the kaleidoscope here.
Oh wow.
So those two, that's that.
Well, that's a lovely way of showing off your fabrics, isn't it? Because they're nice big pieces, aren't they?
But in here, and this is where I can't stress enough with something. Yes, Stuart has written this book. It's his book, but it's a guide.
Well, it's an inspirational
It
book,
is.
isn't it?
And all the it shows you how to do it and tell you how to do it there. But in here, what he has done to create this inner triangle is he's sewn a few strips together.
Yes.
Whereas I've just gone one step further and just done one piece here because some of the prints were quite large
Yes.
and I wanted people to show that, okay, he's done it in sections. You don't have to do that.
No.
All we're looking for is that overall piece of fabric. And to your question, John, when you were, I hadn't noticed that one.
Right.
Because when I was looking through the book, the pages I
Well,
just
also,
didn't notice
you had
it.
100 to look at.
What I did look through them, I
Yeah.
thought I had because I'm telling you now, if I had seen this one, this is the one that I would have wanted to have
wow.
made. Because I just think I love stained glass. It's
Yes.
absolutely stunning.
And is that a different technique then? I mean, I know you haven't looked at it, but
No, I have, because I thought while you were talking,
Yeah.
I thought, yes, I am going to have a look at that. That's why I'm so annoyed I didn't do it. It's foundation paper piecing, John. It's foundation paper piecing. So it's literally 3 sections.
Wow.
See, I thought, because it states in there that you need 9 squares, and I'm thinking, but they're all wonky.
Yes,
So
no, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it must be that one where you put your fabric down and then you get the
That's what I
bias
was
tape
thinking.
on top of it. Yeah.
But of course, they're different colours, and some are fat and some are thinner.
Yeah.
But no, it's literally foundation paper piecing. So that is definitely one that I'm going to be doing, because I just think that is amazing.
Excellent.
But the one I'm going to be doing today
Right.
is this one. And again, I just want to show you, John, depending where you place the fabrics,
Yeah. How different they look.
they look completely
So
different.
are we doing foundation
Paper
Oh,
piecing.
that looks like normal piecing, doesn't it?
It
that one?
does, doesn't it? But no, it's foundation paper piecing.
Excellent.
So there are a few different techniques in there. So as I say, it's more, as far as I'm concerned, it's more than a quilt
Yeah.
book, John.
Princess says, thank you, Sewing Street. Received my Simplicity storage containers this morning. They're going to be perfect for my bag making hardware. Oh, Princess, we've got more of that coming up in the next hour.
Ooh.
Not the storage, but the hardware. Right.
Right, so that is all that we're going to be doing, John.
Okay.
That is the template for this.
Oh, okay.
Now you can see on 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 sections there,
Yeah.
they do have lots of pieces of fabric.
Right.
Now that is because when Stuart has put it in the book, he's created these triangles of lots of different pieces.
Oh, okay. So you can do it solid like you have, or
Yes.
you can make the fabric up to the. Well, you
Exactly.
don't make the fabric up, but you can make little
Yes.
stripes and everything.
Now, what you could do, you could either cut that out and use it as a template. Personally, I wouldn't.
Right.
I would just get all your scraps and sew them together.
Yeah.
And then cut your triangle
Right.
out. So that, because what you want is it to look, I don't like random, you know that, but
Yeah.
in this instance, it needs to be random.
But I'd also, if you did it in the FPP way, there's an awful lot of seams in one triangle, you know what I mean, as in fold over, fold over, fold over. You make up a fabric and then cut the whole piece out, sew it on. You've just got, yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I would just get random, save all your little, and this is perfect for saving all those little pieces that we don't know what to do
Yeah.
with, and then just sew them all together and then just cut the triangles out. Now what they do tell you in the book is to print an extra one of these and then just cut one of the triangle sections out. So you can use that as a template for cutting these pieces.
Okay.
So the first thing that we're going to do, and you know me, I'm in my element here, John, I absolutely adore foundation paper piecing.
Yeah.
So the only thing I need to do now is really choose whether I want a dark centre or a floral centre.
Yes.
So I'm going to go with a floral centre.
Right.
And with the floral centre, it's going to be, if you can see, if you can see here, this piece here
Yeah.
has a bit attached to it.
Right.
So if you see on here, this piece here has
Oh,
the bit
yes,
attached
yes,
to
yes,
it.
yes, yes.
So this now here is the one that needs to be the floral piece.
Right.
And then what I will say that A1 on here and B1 will be the same fabrics.
Right.
So, because sometimes it's a little bit confusing what you need to put next.
Yes.
But just remember that whatever you put on A1 will be on B1.
Yeah.
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our piece, and again, foundation paper piecing, I absolutely love it, John. It's one of those things that once you know how to do it, you'll never forget, but it's a little bit complicated
Yes.
to get your head round. So if you think that we're sewing on the sides that have the lines, because we can't see on here to sew, so we have to sew on that. And of course, if we lay our fabric on that, we can't see our lines. So we have to put our fabric on the back, and that's all you need to know. So we turn it over, and all I'm going to do is start off with A1. So I turn it over. Now I can see it, John. It's very faint, but I can see it. Now the first piece is the only piece that you lay right side up. All the rest are going to be right side down.
Okay.
And what I am going to do, get my trusty glue pen, and I'm just going to put a bit of glue on there, and I'm laying the fabric. It's very, very hard to see, but you can see that line there, which is my stitch line. I'm laying the fabric 1/4 of an inch above that line. So just lay it down 1/4 of an inch, and what I'm looking for is to make sure, and if I can just hold it up to the light, I can see that it's covering every single piece of that.
Yeah. The graphic in at the moment, we haven't got any glue pens. They sold out in Wendy's first hour, but we have got the refills. What's in the graphic now are the 6 refills. Oh, somebody's been playing with this one. 6 refills. Very quickly, there it is. Use them for a lot more things than you think you're going to use them for. Right.
I
okay.
use them. I have lost my piece of cardboard, John, but it doesn't matter. I'm just going to use a piece of paper. You want a straight edge.
Right.
So I've laid that down there, and normally I would say that you just lay the second fabric on top, but because this is a triangle, I'm going to be sewing, so I'm going to be sewing A2. It wouldn't matter if I did A3, but really try and keep it in order.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do, that's my A1 piece. I'm then going to place, ideally it would be a piece of card along that line, and then we're going to just fold that back. Now you can see I've got far too much fabric, but I wanted to make sure that I had enough just to show. And then all we're going to do is we're going to take our 1/4 inch, add a 1/4 inch, and we're going to butt it up. You'll feel that resistance on that crease, and then we're going to cut. So now what that has given us is a nice seam, John.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not the worst thing if it's a little bit more or a little bit less, but if you can get it nice and neat each time, it's going to look much better.
We have the 2 rulers in a bundle here for £24.99. Oh, hang on. Emma's just got to bring the camera over. Sorry. We need another camera from my table as well. There we go. Yeah, the 6-inch and the 12-inch. It's got the little extra bit there, so you just saw Wendy butt that up against the seam lats, then that gives you an exact 1/4 inch, and you can use your rotary cutter to do that. You've got the 6-inch and the 12-inch, £24.99.
Now I've had mine a long time, John, and I don't have the bonus of having the 6-inch, and that would have been so much easier.
Okay.
Then all we do is, if we look at the back, we now want number 2, and I say it's rather difficult for you to see because I have the beauty of being really close to it.
Yeah.
So we're now going to put this piece on. So the first thing I'm going to do is just lay it over to check that it's going to be big enough. And then you want the straight edge to meet that straight edge that we've just created. So we just put them together, and again I'm just going to check that when I fold it back it's going to cover. And this is where, John, our trusty glue pen comes in, and you want to do little strokes, John, rather than drag it across there, because otherwise you're going to compromise and stretch, especially if it's on the bias. And then we're just going to line that up. You can pin if you want to. The only thing I would say with foundation paper piecing, when you pin, it's quite hard. When you pin through paper, it creates a ridge. Then all we're going to do is turn it over, and I'm going to sew between the line between 1 and 2. On the line, as accurate as I can. If I have a little bit of a wobble, John, it's not going to be the worst thing in the world, but what you do need to do is try and get these two as accurate as you can, because that's where they're going to join up when you piece them together. And you'll notice this bit round the side. Now, it's been compromised slightly with me printing it, but that is dotted, and that shows your 1/4 inch seam allowance. So I'm just going to sew a little bit from there all the way along, and then I'm going to sew beyond that. I'm going to reduce my stitch length down. Remember we were saying with the PVC that you have to increase it because you don't want as many holes. This is the opposite. You want to reduce it down so that it's very easy to tear the paper off. So I'm going to take it down to a 1.2.
Tiny
stitch. I wouldn't. I'm going up instead of down, John. I wouldn't.
We'll just do it 9 then, shall we?
I'm going to do it 1.4 now you've said that. I wouldn't go any more than a 1.8 if you're going to do it. And then all I'm going to do is start from the outer edge, and it's a straight stitch on the line. Try and keep on there. It's going to take you a bit longer, John, because you're doing more up and downs per inch, so it's going to be a bit slower. So now we've sewn that line. Oh, that's not bad actually, John. And then, it's not bad. And then we're just going to turn it over. Now what you can do, you can use your trusty little roller.
Available on the website.
Trusty little roller if you want. I like doing that, and I love going, when I'm on the go, John, I do like doing it, but there is what I think makes it really nice and crisp if you just iron it.
The blue thing is on the website as well, the little pad, because inside it's a cutting board.
That's brilliant. It goes everywhere.
And a block, and you can press on the outside.
So I've now just pressed that seam back, and it's just literally, we're on repeat now, John. So you don't like me to repeat myself, I know that, but that's all we do.
It's all fine. You've got half an hour to repeat yourself.
So we turn it over, and now we're going to sew. Now that's telling us to go over to there. If we want to, we can. If we don't, we can just carry on here. But I
Yeah.
am going to do as I'm told and go to number 3 now.
Yeah.
So I get my piece of card, and I'm just going to fold that back over. Now you'll see that the fabric's trying to come with us, and that's because I sewed over the edge of the line. It's not a problem, just pull it back down.
Yeah.
It's nothing to worry about. And then we just cut that 1/4 inch off. And then all you need to remember, John, is what colour. So we're alternating, so we need to use that colour. So we place that on. And again, I'm just laying it over to check. Now, I've noticed that that is not very straight, that edge, John. You really want a nice straight edge.
Yeah.
Again, it's not the end of the world, but it just looks nicer. So I'm just putting it there to check, and then I flip it over and put it along there. Remember, just to make it stay in place, just going to put a bit of glue, quite a lot of glue there. And then I can just check that when I push it back, it's going to fit, and then we turn it over, and then I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm just going to sew down that line.
How did you know what shape to cut out?
Were you not listening?
No.
You don't listen to me, do you?
No, not anymore.
Okay. Right. At least you're honest, John.
Yeah.
They say to cut one more of these out.
Yeah.
So just cut a half.
Yeah.
A half. You don't need a whole one. And then just cut one of the triangles out.
To the actual size?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
It's. I'm sure it says something like leave an inch around
Okay.
each side.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't
Because-
hear that at all. So I was.
No, you just weren't listening, were you?
No.
So, yes, because when you turn the 1/4 inch back, you're kind of losing that quarter. So
Yes,
if you were to
exactly.
cut it exactly,
And
it wouldn't
also,
fit.
sometimes you turn it back, and if you cut a triangle, it goes downwards instead of. You know what I mean?
You're absolutely right, and that's with foundation. With FPP,
Yeah.
that's one of the hardest things to get your head round, because when you sew and turn it back, it's not gone the way you expect it to go.
It can go, especially using triangles. It can go
Definitely.
downwards instead of upwards.
And
I
that's
think.
why I'd rather have a little bit more than a little bit less, because the one thing about foundation paper piecing is you do not want to be undoing it, because then the paper just
But
falls
also
apart.
your tip of before you've done anything to it, fold it over to make sure that that's the way it's going to fold back, because.
Yes. If you don't do that and just sew it,
Yeah, and then you
I've
don't
done
want to be
that.
unpicking 1.4 stitches.
well, no, because you compromise the paper, and the paper will disintegrate, John. So, to save me repeating myself, do you think you could listen now, please?
Yeah, all right.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was busy packing away.
No, the trouble is, you've got like 101 things to do, haven't you?
No.
You have. You've got people in your ear.
No, they've gone very quiet now.
They have, haven't they? I think they just let us get on with it, don't they?
No, Hannah's asleep. Emma says she's very relaxing to watch, and Hannah just went, oh.
Excuse me, you're woken me up. So it wouldn't
She's
have
having a
mattered.
sugar rush because she's eating too many chocolates.
It wouldn't have mattered if you do them out in order in this case, but as
Yeah.
a general rule of FPP.
Well, no, but they've put the numbers on there for a reason,
Exactly,
haven't they?
in the general rule in FPP. So if I were now to do this one, it's not going to affect that one because it's completely away, but it's telling me to do that one next
Yeah.
for some reason, so I'm going to do that.
Now, I'm
John.
wondering what it would look like if, I know you're doing it in a different colour to give the design, that pinwheel design, but I'm thinking they might look quite nice as kites, and you do that in the same fabric as the triangle beneath it. See what I mean? Like, so you see, you're putting the triangle at the top of the coat.
That
You're
would
putting like
look-
the ice cream
Right,
on the
okay.
cornet,
No,
aren't
I'm
you?
going to do that now.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to try it, John.
Well, I just wondered. 'cause
Let's
it-
try it. But that's the good thing. You can be going down a path and then decide to detour.
Yeah.
So that's brilliant.
Story of my life.
Right, so what you're saying is, John, here, pretend that's purple. I would
Yes.
have put... So now we need to put...
The kind of
fabric.
pale floral
Exactly.
one. Yeah.
Let's see what it looks like, John. We'll do that. So I'm just going to cut a little bit more than I need so that... But please be more frugal at home.
Yeah.
Because you'll get so much more
The thing is, when you
out.
first start FPP, it's better to be overzealous, but as you get used to it, you know what you can get away with and what you can't
And
get away
actually, I'm very, very fortunate. I know that I am. I'm fortunate to actually have the software that allows you to create FPP.
with. Right.
And then I have on there, I can actually then print off the templates.
For your cutting out as well.
Yes,
Oh,
which
that
is
good, yeah,
incredible.
yeah.
So you can actually cut them to size.
Yeah.
And then all I'm going to do is exactly the same then, John. So I just need a triangle. So I'm offering it to there.
Yeah.
But then I'm going to put a little bit of glue down here. And then I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to put it on that one because that was neat. And then fold it back.
Make sure it covers.
Oh, I think that's going to look nice, John. I hadn't thought of doing that.
Well, no. I mean, I hadn't until I saw it, and I was thinking, oh, I wonder why there's seen that. But actually, it's quite nice, I think.
Yeah. I think that's going to look nice. I'm just wondering.
If.
Oh, yes. Because when you put them together, just all the kites will just meet in the middle, won't they? Liking your idea. And then all I'm doing with this one is I'm just going to cut roughly for the moment, just around the outside here, just for the moment, because I want that piece of fabric for something else now.
Okay.
Brilliant. And then I need to go on to number 5. So I get, and it would, as I say, I have got it somewhere. It would be better to have a little bit of card.
Yeah, you know.
You don't want, I know. You don't want to have the ruler because that is a little bit, in fact, your one's okay, John, because it's tapered.
Yes.
Mine isn't tapered.
I think that's why they did it, so you could use that.
Yes, mine isn't
But
tapered.
most people I see do it have a postcard.
Yes.
And use it over a postcard.
Yeah. So then all I'm going to do is take my quarter off. We are getting there, but this one comes together very, very quickly as well. So now we want this fabric. So remember, we lay it where we want it to go. Oh, that's not quite straight. So I'm just going to straighten that edge off. It is, once you get in the swing of it, it's quite a quick process.
Yes. Yeah.
I have seen on the fan page, one lady has done the most incredible, intricate designs, and you just think, wow, that just blows your mind. They're a very talented bunch, they are.
Oh, no, totally.
They are. So pop that on there. And then I say, I'm just folding it back to check. And then I'm sewing from outside that seam allowance all the way along.
Suzanne says, great demo. I love Wendy's enthusiasm. I'm definitely going to try FPP very soon.
Oh, she must.
If you don't have the software or anywhere to go to print out, could you do this manually? Do you mean print up the...
No, I think what they mean is, can you just like trace it off the book and then increase it?
No, because that'd be like grading up a pattern, wouldn't it? Because you need to get all the proportions right.
Yes, but... You know, if you've
but you could draw your own version.
Exactly, that's just what I was going to say.
You could draw your own version, take the inspiration from Stuart's book, because at the moment, obviously, I would go to my stationery shop or to the library to get it photocopied, not open at the moment. So you could use it as inspiration, and when they do open, then go to the library and have them photocopied. And also, once you've had it photocopied, keep it as a pattern, you know, kind of...
I think most of them, to be perfectly honest, John, will fit on the A4 when they're done. I'm not saying all of them because I haven't checked them all, but certainly...
all 100 of... Oh, no, because not all FPP
No, they're not.
They?
No, I think there was 40-something pages that I printed. But no, they're not... I think most of them...
would fit onto...
And certainly the one that you picked out, that funny stained glass one, it had 3 sections.
Yes, they were little like that. So if you print them up, they definitely fit
onto. But even if one fitted on one and one fitted, they would still... Because that's what you're looking for, yes.
Oh, I love to watch FPP, but I haven't had the nerve to do it yet, says Wendy.
Just do it, please.
Alison, Marion, Alison, Mama Bebe. She says, fab demo, Wendy. Never tried using glue. I'll give it a go.
Do it.
Alison's in on Sunday with Vix, and they're all wearing Valentine's outfits.
With who?
Vix.
Who?
Vix.
Who?
Alison, Marion,
no,
Alison.
who? Vicky? Have you got
Have you not worked with a Vicky?
Well, not for about 3 years.
Because they keep lumbering you with me, don't they? Or is it the other way around?
I request you, John.
Do you?
Oh dear. Right, so we just put the last one. I don't care who I work with. I just love sewing, John.
Oh, thank you. Shelley says, I would try it. It's really good to do. I really enjoy doing it. She's talking to Wendy.
Oh, good.
And
Brilliant.
then Jackie says, I learned from when Lucy Brennan did the airborne quilt at Sewing Quarter. God, that was years ago now, isn't it? No. We did a quilt with all air balloons, all FPP.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Wow.
It was amazing.
So I've now finished one side.
Right.
I'm just going to give that a quick... I do like that, John. Liking your idea.
Good.
Now, the only thing I would say is if you've got striped material, then I would have to.
Oh, no, yeah.
I would have to line them up. And then all we're going to do is we're going to, I'll just use, oh no, I will use that one. We're just going to cut them now. Now you can either cut these by using scissors, or I prefer to cut them.
Right, but you're still leaving the 1/4 inch seam allowance on that.
Right, yes. So all I'm doing is I'm cutting along that outer edge. Now it doesn't matter if you cut this side or that side, but just be consistent.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to cut. And as I say, always cut away from you. And you may find where you've had a few intersections go over, it might be a little bit harder to cut.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to cut here and then along here. Now, the one thing I will mention about this particular one, and I haven't looked at the others at the moment, is that at the end here, you have a little funny shape.
Right.
You need to cut that out because
Okay.
that's how you actually marry the two together.
Right.
So I'm just doing those two by hand because...
Oh, it's like when you have a creative
Yes.
grid, Scrap Crazy, they've got funny bits at the corner.
Yes, that's
haven't
all
they?
it is, and that's just so that you can put the two together after. And then all you need to do, so we've got time to do the second one?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, let's do it. Shall I just do this in me time?
Yes.
So we've got, I'm just going to check, I've forgotten already. So the odd numbers were this fabric. So we're going to do B1. So
Now Helen says, if you were using kites, wouldn't you just cut... No, I think you still have to do the seam. I don't think you do it as one piece, Helen. Helen says, would you just cut it as one piece? But I think you'd have to still do the seam in it, wouldn't you, to get it the precision?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you would. I had to think about that one. Yes, you would. Right, so we're doing B1.
Yeah.
So we turn him over. Just check he's there. Pop him on. Remember...
Shelley says the 1/4 inch rule is a must for
Absolutely.
FPP. Helps loads.
Absolutely, it does. Anything that makes life a little bit easier, John, is good in my book. So I've just laid the first one right side up. So I'm going to do number 2 next. I was going to go rogue then, John, but I thought I thought I better behave. I just wanted to show you that it doesn't, with this particular one, it doesn't actually really matter which way you do it round. But you can get quite a rhythm going with these.
Well, it's really weird because when I first saw it, I didn't understand it because it goes against everything that I was taught as a sewist. And my friend Chamoy Mary, who she did sewing at school but really wasn't dealing with it very well. And then we did an FPP show and she got it straight away. And now she's like you, she's designing her own designs and everything. She loves doing FPP.
I absolutely love FPP. And it's just so easy and your intersections are on point all the time. So all we do is fold that one back. I am going to iron it. As I say, if on the go, I would just normally use my little roller.
Yeah.
But you do get a much crisper. And I would use this, so I would have it open, so I've got this on one side, and then keep turning it over.
Yeah.
And then we're just doing. So I'm gonna do it, John. Anyway, I'm gonna go rogue. So I'm gonna do number 5, just to show you that on this particular one, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but please, normally stick to the numbers.
Please stick to the numbers.
It's like Quilt As You Go. They've been numbered that way for a reason.
We do them for a reason because one has to be added to the other. Did I use that piece for that? There he is. So again, I'm just going to cut off a straight edge. Just put against that. And then just check, yep, that's going to work. So remember to just don't drag your glue stick across because it will compromise that.
Yeah, it's like when you do EPP and use the glue. Because most edges are on a bias.
You don't want it to stretch.
It buckles the fabric,
yeah.
doesn't it?
We don't want that, John.
Shelley uses a light box to place her fabric. Good idea, Shelley.
I broke mine of them as well, John.
How?
Oh, I don't know.
Just leave it on the floor. There's one on the floor down there. We're here, down this side.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't leave that one on the floor. The thing is, I'm a little
clumsy.
Yeah, a little bit heavy-handed, John. I would say. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just going to put the top of my kite on now.
You've not got a dog you can blame. Oh no, you haven't. Have you?
I have got a dog.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. I have got a dog that is madder than all of us put together.
Oh,
He
crikey.
fits in perfectly in our house.
I bet.
I've got a mad yellow lab.
Oh.
He's an old boy now, but he's still very naughty.
Yeah, Julie's, my sister-in-law Julie, she's just got a new black one called Darcy, called Darcy. I keep
Oh.
calling her Maud, she's called Darcy. And she's so naughty.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
They are very, very naughty. Very, very naughty. Sorry, I'd lost my scissors, John. No, they are very, very naughty. But I wouldn't have him any other way.
No.
Makes me smile every single day, he does. All right, so we need to, John, we need to just do this one. Prepare that. But yeah, foundation paper piecing is very scary until you've had a go at it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that you just think, I can't.
And like you say, once you get into the swing of it, it's like, oh, just do one more, just do one more.
And it's literally, you're on repeat. You have got
Yeah.
a repeat button. But on normal ones, yes, you must make sure that you follow. That's the whole point of the foundation paper piecing, is someone has taken the time to work out which order you need to sew
Yes,
them in.
exactly. June's got 2 Labradors, one black, one yellow, both as mad as a box of frogs. Not a
Who
bag.
said that, sewing? Why are a box of frogs mad?
Well, because you don't put frogs in a box, I suppose. I don't
Well,
know.
you wouldn't put anything in a box, would you?
Bag of spanners. That's what I thought it was. Oh. They do say that you don't know how much the outside world is edible until you walk a Labrador. Yeah, because Darcy is eating all sorts of socks. She doesn't go out yet. She's only in the garden, but she's eating. My brother planted loads of plants and bulbs and everything the other day, and then they came back out and she dug the whole lot up.
No. I was forever phoning the vet saying, he's just eaten this. Do you think he'll be all right? Because he would just, and then you can't say no to a Labrador, because if they've got something, you go no. They just, ooh.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. It's not good. It's not good. But as he's getting older, he does give things up a little bit more freely now.
Yeah.
He's riddled with arthritis, so he's not.
Well, Julie's had 2 before. She's had a black one and a yeah. No, I think Monty was is a retriever the same as a Labrador, like a Labrador but with long hair.
I've sewn that upside down, John.
Oh. You're not going to try and unpick it, eh?
Well, I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I'll probably lose the end of the paper, but yes, because you have got a short stitch there. But yeah,
Shall I do bundles
Yes,
while
well,
you're
I'm-
unpicking?
yes,
Let me
that's a
do the
good
bundles
idea.
while you're unpicking. So the one that we're working with is this one, Autumn Days. So you get 1/2 metre of the ivory, and then you get this huge panel. Now, we're saying these are fat quarters, but they're huge
they
fat
are
quarters,
huge,
look.
John. Yeah.
So you get 4 huge fat quarters on your panel, plus 1/2 metre of the ivory, and that's $19.99. Okay, foldy. Great folding. Next. Here we go. So this one here is called Ditsy Bitsy. This one, the 4 patterns are tiles, gingham, floral, and spot. Spot. Plus your 1/2 metre of ivory, $19.99. Okay, then I've got, which one? Mantelpiece, yeah. So this one, you've got one of the Staffordshire fire dogs, teapots, confetti, and flowers. Plus your 1/2 metre of your ivory. Nice. And last but not least, the Orla Keeley inspired one. Essence of, I should say. So this one you have your leaves, your flowers, your eggs and your barley. Oh, a flapjack would be nice now, wouldn't it? plus half metre of your ivory. That's that bundle. Right, we back on track?
We're all done. We're all done. We just need to cut it off.
Brilliant.
And then join the two together. So I'm going to do exactly the same. You just see that because I had to unstitch it, it's just compromised that paper, but that's not a problem.
Okay.
Just going to cut it off. And again, you've got the little edge that you have to just cut and then cut.
Somebody just asked which machine is Wendy using. It's the Juki NX7. We only have 2 in stock, and we have no idea when that. It's available on split pay. The split pay should drop down in a second. I advise you to go to the 5th of December on YouTube and watch Gary. He does an hour-and-a-half special on this machine. There you go. Split pay of £559. It is an incredible machine. And yes, it's a considered purchase, but you haven't regretted 1 minute, have you?
Absolutely. And to be perfectly honest, the thing that I'm really upset about is time. I haven't had time to explore it. But I've already used loads of the feet and I love it. And it's very sad, John. If you look at this LCD screen, when you're doing a decorative stitch, it's showing you.
It shows as you go along.
And I'm literally just like mesmerised by it. It's very sad, isn't
so
it?
there's 2 of those left in stock if you're interested. And the Elna machines, we've got the 320 in stock, but there's only one 550. If you want the 500 range, there's only one 550 left. And again, we don't know when we'll get those back in stock.
Now, the last thing that you need to do, John, is to sew them together. And you'll see that because we had to cut that little bit at the end off, and the little bit at the end off here, then you just line them up.
Yeah, because otherwise you wouldn't know where to line them up, would you?
And then all you do is you sew along, you still sew along that line, because I'm not removing the paper yet for that reason. So I'm just sewing along. And because you've had a lot of intersections in the centre, just be a little bit careful as you're going across that section, because you are going to have quite a bit of fabric.
Sally Ann Harrison said, try FPP with freezer paper too. You don't stitch through the paper and then there's no paper to pull off afterwards.
Ooh. And then all you do, well, yeah.
Oh, what?
Well, that's not giving me the effect I thought it was going to give us, John. I do like it, but I don't know if I prefer like the pinwheel.
Oh, okay. Well, it's we've done it. We don't like it, so...
We have. It's not that we don't like it. It's that I like that one better. And then all you do, John, is you just remove the paper. Now, just make sure that you tear the paper and don't rip the fabric.
Right.
So you want to just tease the paper away and rip that because you don't want to compromise those seams. Yes, we have done a really, really tiny stitch, but you don't want to be dragging them. And then give it a good press and then it's finished. I like that, John. Yes, I do like that. I just wish I'd made 2 so I could see the effect, because that's going to give you a square in the centre, isn't it?
Yeah. Mix and match,
Mix
maybe
and match,
mix and match.
yes, that would
How
be
did you
lovely.
hear Hannah say that? I can hardly hear her down my earpiece. So how you can hear her, I
No,
don't
I heard
know.
her. No,
right.
that's brilliant. Thank you, John.
Thank you very much indeed. Now you're back in Now's Time doing Yarn Lane, but with Rebecca Reed. I'm not doing it today. They've chucked me out. They've taken me off. Anyway, I just need to point out the rulers, because lots of you got these rulers in your baskets. You get both of them. You get the 12-inch and you get the 6-inch for £24.99. So on this edge here, this is the edge you can use to do your folding because it's beveled, right? And then this is the edge here that's got the little block on there, which is 1/4 inch. So when you add your 1/4 inch, so you just so you butt that bit up against the seam, and then when you cut along there with your rotary cutter, you know it's exactly 1/4 inch. £24.99, both those. Oh, and the book. Well, fewer than 20. Fewer than 20 of the book. Loads have gone. Loads have gone. Here it is. I'll show it to you again. Stuart Hillard, Simple Shapes, Stunning Quilts. Fantastic as an inspirational guide, as well as all the instructions are in there. And a lot of them you don't need templates for if you're thinking, oh, I don't like multiplying by 200. Only 40 pages are FPP. The rest are all piecing and applique and everything. So you've got 60 quilts you can do before you have to start on the FPP. And they're supposed to be £22.99, so I don't know why ours is £17.99. To be honest, can you see that? Anyway, right, don't go anywhere. I'm back after the break, And I'm doing all sorts of things about bag making. We're not making any bags. We've got some kits, we've got bag furniture, I've got a lovely bundle of cotton canvas as well. So don't go anywhere, get yourself a quick cup of tea, and I'll see you in about 4 minutes from...
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page. Have you heard about all of the different ways you can shop with Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? You can either shop on our websites, sewingstreet.com and yarnlane.com. You can also order by phone by calling our friendly UK customer service team. For Sewing Street, call 0800 001 4433, and for Yarn Lane, call 0800 4700 600. And don't forget about the Sewing Street app. Here you can shop all of the Sewing Street products as well as watch the live shows from anywhere. You can download the app onto your smartphone or your tablet by simply searching Sewing Street in your app store. And one final thing, no matter how many times you check out on Sewing Street or Yarn Lane in one day, you will only pay one postage and packaging. Happy shopping!
Hi there, my name's Alison Marion and I'm thrilled to be joining the Sewing Street family. I live in Staffordshire where I run a couple of sewing groups, and I have a passion for vintage sewing machines and also applique. I've stitched in some form for as long as I can remember, but I absolutely love teaching and helping people stretch their skills and hopefully demystifying some of the techniques that can be quite daunting for beginners. So I'm looking forward to meeting the team and getting into the studio. See you soon.
In need of a crafting fix? There are so many ways you can watch Sewing Street and Yarn Lane. Sewing Street is live from 8 AM to 1 PM every day on Freeview 72 and Sky 670. Alternatively, if you want to watch us on a tablet or on the move, you can tune in on our YouTube channel, the Sewing Street app, or the websites at www.sewingstreet.com and www.yarnlane.com. You can watch past shows on Sky 670 from 1 PM every day, as well as our YouTube channel, the app, and our website. Yarn Lane is on from 12 PM to 1 PM. Visit our programme guide to find out when and what's on, so you never have to spend a minute without us. Stuck for ideas for the perfect gift? Why not get them a gift card? You can buy Sewing Street and Yarn Lane gift cards loaded up with anything from £10 to £500. Shop our gift cards online at www.sewingstreet.com or www.yarnlane.com, or purchase them via our UK call centre on 0800 001 44 33. Follow Sewing Street and Yarn Lane on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's coming up on the show, as well as being the first to know about our amazing offers. Get involved with our competitions that are exclusive to social media. And pick up some top tips from us too.
While we're having to spend more time at home again, we're here to keep you busy and entertained. Sewing Street will be live every day from 8 AM, bringing you plenty of demonstrations with our experts in dressmaking, quilting, bag making, toy making, needle felting, embroidery, and so much more. Our community of fellow sewists on the Sewing Street fans Facebook group are there to chat to you about whatever you're making, sharing photos and advice. Check out the Sewing Street Facebook and Instagram pages for fun competitions and offers. Have you heard about all of the different ways you can shop with Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? You can either shop on our websites, sewingstreet.com and yarnlane.com. You can also order by phone by calling our friendly UK customer service team. For Sewing Street, call 0800 001 4433, and for Yarn Lane, call 0800 4700 600. And don't forget about the Sewing Street app. Here you can shop all of the Sewing Street products as well as watch the live shows from anywhere. You can download the app onto your smartphone or your tablet by simply searching Sewing Street in your app store. And one final thing, no matter how many times you check out on Sewing Street or Yarn Lane in one day, you will only pay one postage and packaging. Happy shopping!
In need of a crafting fix? There are so many ways you can watch Sewing Street and Yarn Lane. Sewing Street is live from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. every day on Freeview 72 and Sky 670. Alternatively, if you want to watch us on a tablet or on the move, you can tune in on our YouTube channel, the Sewing Street app, or the websites at www.sewingstreet.com and www.yarnlane.com. You can watch past shows on Sky 670 from 1 p.m. every day, as well as our YouTube channel, the app, and our website. Yarn Lane is on from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Visit our programme guide to find out when and what's on. So you never have to spend a minute without us. Oh, now what's been going on? Let's have a look at this. So, love the rulers, Sir Sally Ann Harris' son. She's got both of them. Right, okay, this is a bag. It's not a bag making act. We're not making any bags, but it's a bag. Oh, I forgot to put something back on the shelf where we've taken the things off. Wendy's packing up, you see, to go home, isn't she? She's not going home yet, but I'll put things up in a minute. So here you go. Just make it look nice. There we go. I love that puzzle. I'm gonna get one of those. Right. So these are all. We've got bag kits. We've got interface. We've got cotton canvas, beautiful cotton canvas. We've got webbings. We've got fabric with suitcases on it because Hannah thought it was very suitable. And and got Becky Alexander Frost kits. So where should we start? Becky Alexander Frost Alexander kits. Okay then. Oh. So I'm reaching for this one. No, not that one. The rainbow one. How do I know Baffa? Because she worked at Sewing Quarter. No, we're not friends. Don't like her at all. Can't bear her. I'm only joking. I adore Baffa. She's fantastic. If you look on YouTube, it might be on my YouTube channel. I don't know if I've transferred it. There was a day when Baffa and I were making a bag. Well, she was making a bag, and we had one of those like kind of completely and utterly meltdown giggling moments, and we couldn't get out of it at all. It was ridiculous. Couldn't breathe at the end of it. Anyway, this is the bag that she's designed. Becky Alexander Frost, a very, very talented bag maker. Her furniture is the electromagnet. With that, this is her sample, so this is one that she belongs to. What you do get, though, this is the basic bag that you're making, and what you do get is you get the panel to start with. It's a huge panel, this. What do you? Look, there you go. There it all is. So everything you need, you've got your rainbow stripes down the front there. You've got your main body outer. You've got your main body lining. You've got your crossbody straps. You've got your bias straps there. You've got all sorts going on in here. Now, obviously, the picture on here, it's called the Park Lane bag. That's not the Park Lane bag up there. That's not the bag you're making. The bag you're making is the rainbow bag. That's her like little logo there and everything. So that is 100% cotton. Huge panel. How much is all this? $29.99. I don't quite know how that works. So here you got that, which must be at least, well, to me, that's saying $19.99 already, that panel. But so you get the panel. You then get Becky Alexander Frost. Now, her instructions are so thorough, I can't tell you. And I think she gives you an option. There's 2 options of how to do your rainbow in there. Right, I'll show you. Here you go. Oh, okay. Okay. Right, hang on a sec. Oh. Was this one on Sunday? Yeah, this Sunday just gone by with Debbie on the 7th. Becky Alexander Foss wasn't in. She was doing it from home, from her kitchen. I mean, workroom at home. Right, so this is everything that you need in here. But then, look at how thorough. Look how thorough this is. There are all the different ways you can do the rainbow on the front that you want to do the rainbow. Look, it's just, I can't tell you how thorough the whole thing is. And then in here, you've also got, see, this pattern to me is worth £16.50, £17 already, isn't it? You know what I mean? And if it was, I'm saying £19.99 for the panel, £17 for the pattern, we've already gone, look. So what's brilliant is it tells you to cut 1 out of the main outer fabric, 1 lining fabric and 2 interfacings. This one, 1 main outer, 2 lining, 3 interfacing, 1 sew-in foam. Everything you need to know. There's your patchwork strips. Use them as a guide. You see what I mean? It's got everything you need in here. And then I carry on with the instructions. Look. And if you watch on Sunday show just gone by, there's a whole hour demonstration with no interruptions whatsoever. There's also, I'm not going to show you that, but there's a YouTube tutorial link in there as well. You get that, so you not only can watch the one that she did with Debbie on Sunday, but also a YouTube tutorial. That goes under there. That's not all you get for your $29.99, because then you then get metal D-rings. Now, these are all silver coloured, he says. Then you get your swivel clips. Little Paul loves the swivel clip. You get 2 swivel clips. The other one just dropped on the floor. Hang on. Oh, you don't get that. Okay. 2 swivel clips and 2 D-rings. Well, 4 D-rings, 4 D-rings. So you get all of that. Do you need anything else then? You'll need interfacing and you'll need your sew-in, what did you just say, the sew-in sponge as well. And you need zip, 8-inch zip, and you need a slider buckle. And that's it. Sew-in foam, that's what I was trying to say, sew-in foam. Anyway, so that's all of that there. Oh, she's very clever. She's put her, you know, she bought that sewing machine from me at Sewing Quarter. She put it in the background. Anyway, go on. You need iron-on interfacing because Becky puts iron-on interfacing on everything, doesn't she? I've got what? Oh, yeah, my Facebook's disappeared. Right, let me know when it's back on. Iron-on interfacing. Sorry if you're watching Facebook Live, there's some issue. There's obviously an issue. Do you think it's our internet? Mine's back. Oh, no. Mine's gone back to the start of the show. Mine's gone to the lady who did the socks, the Winnick Mum socks. Yeah, we're just resetting it. $3.99. Iron-on interfacing, medium weight, metre by metre. Yeah, Rebecca, it's kicked me off as well. Don't worry. Oh, but she can't be watching, can she? Okay, so move on for that. And what else did you want to do? Single-sided bosal. Single-sided bosal is here. So this is, no, she says sew-in bosal on hers. She said you need sew-in bosal for this one. Okay, this one isn't sewn, but don't use the don't use it to stick in then. This is the bosal foam. Yeah, but you've got to iron your seams. So you will be ironing it at some point. This is single-sided bosal, so it's got glue on one side or adhesive on one side. You buy it by the ½ metre. So if you buy 4 of these, you'll get 4 packets like that. They won't come joined together. Debbie always uses Bosal in a lot of her bags, doesn't she, and things like that. In fact, she was in collaboration with them, wasn't she, when she did her Bosal bag patterns. So that's single-sided Bosal, that one. Then I've got double-sided Bosal. Oh, my word. Double-sided Bosal as well, which now this one is where you can iron fabric onto both sides of it. This is, again, by the ½ metre. They come in already cut ½ metre pieces. So if you want more than one, it will come in packets. You'll get 3. If you order 3, you'll get 3 of these. They're $11.99 each for a metre. It's 150 centimetres wide, though, so it's 1.5 metres wide. And that's gluable on both sides, adhesive on both sides. All right. The other Becky Alexander Frost bag is this one. Let me put that one down for you. Now, is this one of her panels that she's drawn? It's lovely. So you've got PU at the bottom here. You've got solid... Oh, I love this. Look at that. The strap's got PU on one side and cotton on the other side. Look at the lovely shoulder... I don't know what we call that, like a shoulder padding that the strap goes through. You don't need to use that if you don't want to. And then the other... Oh, on the other side, look, there's different fabric. All comes again on a panel. I shall show you. Oh, now... Right. So in this one, you get a panel, first of all. Now, this one won't be as big, this panel, because obviously it's just the drawings and the... I say just. But there you go. This is also demoed on Sunday, the 7th, just gone. She's done all that drawing. Well, she's done one drawing. Okay, gorgeous. That is lovely colours. So you get that. Then in the kit, you also get some pink fabric. You get ½ metre of bright... Oh, hang on, I'll just wait for you. So panel, ½ metre of bright pink, 1 metre of pink, ½ metre of PU, and... Yeah, rectangular silver rings. And you get a silver snap. That's where it's come from. You mean a magnetic snap, yeah. And you get the instructions. Blimey, that's a lot. $39.99. You'll need to get your own interfacing for that as well. Oh, hang on. Are there 2 different designs in there? What? Oh, 2 different sizes. There's 2 different sizes in there. That's good, isn't it? So you do need a zip, 2 zips. Oh, hang on. Let me just tell you what else you need. So you've got the sliders there. You need a swirl clasp, 2 of those. Oh, no, 1. Yeah, 2 of those. You need a number 5 zip for the large bag and 1 for the small bag. Right, so you need a zip, another zip for the inside, sew-in foam stabiliser, medium weight iron-on interfacing, and you've got the magnetic clasp in that one. So there. On-the-go bag. The on-the-go bag. Watch her making it this Sunday just gone by on the 7th of February with Debbie. She was at home. She wasn't here. She's shielding because she's looking after her mum. So she's shielding. So she was shielding. Oh, we're back on. We're back on, everybody. We're back on. Oh, no, we're back. No, we're not back on. We've gone right back to the beginning. I'm still doing the early bird. Okay. Right, so I'm up to date now. What you have to do, right, if you're at home, oh no, you won't be seeing it because if you're trying to watch on it, you have to push the arrow right the way across to the far side. Oh no, it keeps going back to the beginning. Anyway. Oh, is it? Do I have to click on the new thingy then? Hang on, I'll be with you in 1 second. No, it's not. No, the new stream didn't come up. Oh, got a message from Hayley. Right, hang on a sec. Right, I've got me opening the Becky Alexander Frost thing, but if I then press on the button... Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm ever so sorry. I ignore Facebook Live for the time being. It keeps going back to the beginning on mine, and if I push it to the end, it's on frozen. Okay. Well, maybe... Oh, well, never mind. Don't worry. Right. So I can't do... Don't do any Facebook Live messages because I can't read them at the moment. Yeah, mega bundle of everything. You also put it so far away. Right? These are all cotton canvases. They're all 1/2 metre. It's every colour that we have in stock. Beautiful. Look at this. So you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 7.5 metres of cotton canvas you get in here. 1/2 metre of each. Now, obviously, if you multi-buy, you'll get 2 1/2 metres of each colour. They won't be joined together. And they're wide. Look, I'll show you. I'll only open one. They're nice and wide. Now, this is a lovely sock. Now, you know the early bird from earlier? What? Oh, now you do get 7.5. Oh, now. You do get 7.5 metres. Look. Now, it's a very, very soft cotton canvas. This is one you can make clothes out of and things like that. It's not like a sailcloth. It's a lovely, soft... well, you couldn't make clothes out of 1/2 metre, but we're going to be selling it by the 1/2 metre as well in a minute if you want us to. So, beautiful, isn't it? So that is 1/2 metre of every single colour that we have in stock. The price is correct. Oh, sorry. No. I'm saying the price is correct because I was thinking because it says 7 metres there. Right. Basically, you are getting 7.5 metres, not 7 metres. That's what I meant. It's the right price for the amount of fabric you're getting. No, I'm here now. I'm back, everybody. I'm back now. Everyone's chatting to me saying, he can't hear us. I can. Back now. No, already. I haven't even started talking about it. Single figures in this bundle. It's called the Everything cotton canvas. It's 1/2 metre of every colour we have at the moment. So colours are... Oh, we're going to do... I actually can't remember the colour, so we're going to do them separately in a second. There you go. 5 left now. 5 left. Right, ochre first. So I'm not going to open it again, but you get half... Now, this is where, in the bundle, you only got 1/2 metre of each one. If you want the ochre, you can order as much as you like. Remember, it's $3.99 for 1/2 metre. And 1/2 metre is 1 unit. So if you're ordering on the web, if you want 1 metre, you put in 2 units. If you want 2 metres, you put in 4 units and such like. This hasn't been in stock for 2 months. It's just come in. It's just come back. No, I spent the whole of the thing telling you this is lovely, soft cotton canvas. It's not like a sailcloth. It's not crunchy or anything like that. It's almost like that you could make clothing out of it. You can make lovely dungarees out of it. You can make nice tailored trousers out of it. It's that lovely, lovely cotton canvas. It's not like a sailcloth. It's not heavy and it's not uncomfortable. It'll be beautiful, washed as well. $3.99 for 1/2 metre. You can buy, so remember, you can buy as much as you want. Or as long as we've got it in stock, that is, obviously. So now this one's called, very imaginatively, red. Now this is what I want. I needed this earlier to show you that fabric that they'd called red, how it wasn't red. But, oh, and there was a great big mannequin behind me in red as well that I could have shown you, but never mind. Cherry? All right, Joe. People checking out on the red one straight away. It's nice though, isn't it? It's bright red. It's a pure bright red, that one. $3.99, 100% cotton. So let me just check how wide it is. So it's 55 inches wide. 55 inches wide, this one. 100% cotton. Machine washable, cotton canvas. Lovely. Bag making. Okay, I've got a question. You could make a Fiona Hesford design out. Actually, there's one on. Oh well, I think we should make one up and see, because I think yes, to get the colour, some of the Fiona Hesford ones would be lovely, especially the ones where she's got a seam and you could do half and half and make it very 60s boutique-y sort of thing. No, you wouldn't be able to wear red, Hannah, with your skin tone, but the kind of some of those other colours be beautiful. Now, this is like a darker pink. Oh, okay, so we'll just check the code. Oh, corals, ending 79. Coral, this is. Oh, some of the pictures on the web are a bit dubious. My auntie Coral used to live along the River Dee. And you could, when the tide was high, when tide is high, you could put your hand out the dining room window, put it in the water of the river. I know. Well, no, because it was built like that. So the brick wall was really, really high. So normally, if you sat in a dining room, it was a huge drop down to the river. When the water came up like that, came up near Salmon Leap, it was. Anyway. Coral cotton, this one is. £3.99 for half a metre. You see, I think the red and the coral look lovely together, look. Oh, I didn't get a voice of opinion from that one in the gallery. They don't agree with that one. Hannah says, she agrees with everything I say, which we know isn't true. Is there a bit of a bigger space over there than there normally is? No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It might be me slumping. Oh, no, I'm sitting on the smaller cushion. I was on the Delphine cushion over there, wasn't I? Boost me up like a booster seat. Right, so this one, pale pink. This one's just called pink. Oh, quarter of the stock of the ochre has gone already. The everything bundle, down to 3. Oh, Norma says, woohoo, my first order's just arrived. Now for the next 3. I'm really enjoying watching. You should write a book about your stories, love. Oh, Norma, it's a nightmare. I'm trying to. Okay. Oh, message on my bottom. Hi, John. Just back from my vacation. Oh, do you mean vaccination? Yeah, because we can't go on holiday, can we, at the moment? And no, John, I am not 80. I'm just... Oh, vaccination, definitely mean. I'm not 80. I'm just in a category extremely vulnerable for Mars... Is that our Marcia? Marcia. The thing is, Marcia, mine's in 2 weeks' time. Oh, supposed to be. It's supposed to be in 2 weeks' time. Yeah, you haven't been on a vacation. Marcia's from Brazil. Oh. But Marcia's life is so lovely. Every day is like a holiday in Marcia's life, isn't it? No, Ewan, the husband, he goes down to films the beach, doesn't he, in Southport every day. And he's got a new suit. No, the suit wasn't lilac. This is lilac. Now. Oh, hang on. Announcement from Hannah. I really like this colour. I thought she was about to say, oh, there's only 4 metres or something like that. She really likes this colour. I think these colours are beautiful. Garden cushions Hannah's making out of this. Well, you only need 2, don't you? Because you've only got 2 chairs in your garden. Where on earth has that gone in your garden? She's made a seat out of pallets that she needs to now make cushions for. But the thing is, it's only about 4 foot wide, isn't it, your garden? It's a yard. Think of Coronation Street. Oh, Hannah met a boy, no, this is before COVID, met a boy from a boy band, and he said, she'd come into my garden. He went, this is a yard, so she threw him out. So what colour's this one then? Lavender. See if that one's a little bit too purpley for you. This would be nice. You can do piped edges. Oh, I love making piping. No. When we did, do you know the actress Eleanor Bron? Right, she used to live in Harley Street, and one of my first jobs when I was working for Jane Cowood, we were making costumes for the Royal Ballet, and then she said, oh, could you go around to Eleanor Bronze and measure her sofa, because we're going to make some sofa covers for her. And I was like, oh, okay then. Anyway, I got round there, and it wasn't a sofa at all. It was one of those, I've got one in my garden, you know, the swing things. So with like a canopy over the top, and then 4 cushions there and 4 cushions there. That's what she had in her lounge. In Harley Street. Oh, Paul's out on a walk, everyone. He'll be in on Friday. Paul's in on Friday. It's sunny, is it? Paul's got sunglasses and a new hat on. It's on his Instagram page. Now, what colour is this? Becky Alexander Frost says, morning, I'm between classes. Anyone for science? Oh, Becky Alexander Frost, we were just talking about you. We've just done your 2 bags. Look, this one and this one. I know. Anyway, I've said nice things about you as well, Becky Alexander Frost. Not to begin with, I wasn't. You have to rewind. Code. O4. Light grey, this one's called. The Everything Bundle. 1 left, but more people than 1 in the baskets. Just saying. That's for the Everything Bundle. The Ochre, brand new in, right? Brand new in. 15 units left. 7.5 metres left, that's all. And today's the first day we've shown it since it's come. 2 months it took to get it in. 2 months. I wonder where it comes from then. Hannah tried to buy some of the ochre and it had sold out. And that's how she knows it's taken 2 months to get back in again. So there's only 7.5 metres of the ochre left. Right, so this one, I'll do the code again for you. I'd say this was charcoal, but it finishes 30. Charcoal. It's nice, isn't it? $3.99. The thing is, it was $3.99. It's always been $3.99. Do you know what I mean? It's a good price for cotton canvas. Oh, quarter of the red one's gone as well. Blimey. And quarter of lilac has gone. Hi, John. Is the cotton canvas suitable for making a loose-fitting jacket? Yes, it's a really, really lovely cotton canvas. I know, I do love this cotton canvas. It's lightweight. You might have to back it with something. It depends what kind of jacket. I didn't see who that one was from. But the kind of jacket you're making. Depends what kind of jacket you're making. But yeah, it's not like a sailcloth. You won't be able to make a structured jacket out of it. Eileen. It was Eileen that said it. It's back again. Eileen in Greater Manchester. Oh, you'll need a fur collar in blooming Manchester. It'd be freezing up there, wouldn't it? I love Manchester. I was there when I did The Life and Times of Henry Pratt. That was a TV series for ITV. I'm going back years now. Right, this one is pewter, I'm presuming. I'd call this Tahitian pearl myself. Oh, Stuart says all the fabric is stuck in containers at the ports. I'm still waiting on fabric that should have been here 3 months ago. Oh, Stuart. No, not from us. Stuart owns a shop. Stuart owns a shop. He's not waiting for 3 months from us. If Carol's still watching, it's lovely, this, Carol. It's lovely and soft. Which one is? Pewter, this one. No. Yeah, this one. About to sell out. Please be careful. Moving on to black next. Oh, I've got some bundles with black. Oh, no, I've got I'd say a bundle. It's a longer piece that's already cut. We'll do it after this, right? So this is if you want to buy the 1/2 metre. I mean, oh, that's black, isn't it? Bags and backpacks. Hannah wants this. That's very, very... That's proper ink black, isn't it? Gorgeous. Right, now I'm going to go off the thing at the moment because I've also got the black already in a bigger cut piece. It's called a stash building bundle. How much is in it? 2 meters. If you want to buy it by the 2 meter, what, 2 meters? Okay, Hannah's going to be folding this arrow away later. She wants you to see how much you get. Look! Look! You will get the sticker on yours. It could be, it'd be on the bag, wouldn't it? Look. Oh, look, I could fill the whole screen, look. Don't worry, I'm not going to do my disappearing trick. Oh, I haven't fallen, the cushion was falling off. That was all. Right, 2 meters, that is. Oh, my little heart's thumping away there. Thanks, Hannah's just there. She was just going to pick it up for me. Right. Next, going back to the blue. Oh, you know what, I'm so unfit. I haven't been to the gym for nearly a year now. I haven't had my hair cut for months. Anyway. Navy, we're back to the half meter. Oh, actually, I've got navy in a bundle as well. So I'll do it like this first of all, $3.99. This one you can choose how much you want. So you might want 2.5, you want like 4.5. So that's your navy by the half meter. Right, now I've got a bundle of it. If you already want to buy it by the 2 meter, that's here. And no, I'm not opening it. Oh, it looks ridiculous. It's a 2 meter bundle, $15.49. Actually, you're saving a little bit buying it that way. Yeah, pennies. Health and safety, John Scott. Graham says, be safe, John. Graham, did you see earlier? Oh, did Wendy Orlando eat that chocolate? No. Graham, we got you chocolates. Thank you very much indeed. Hannah has had quite a few, and so has Elliot. I'm not sure how many... I don't know what I was going to say then. You watch what you're doing. Don't you pull anything at your age. Be getting my jab soon, won't I? Stock. Oh, not of this. Not of this. There's 5 of those left. Love in the navy. And there's only half a metre of charcoal left now. And the big bundle is still 1 left. There's still 1 not checked out. I bet more than 1 person's got it in their basket, though. Question on my bottom. Can you use the cotton canvas for quilting? Right, Helen, yes, well, you can, but don't mix it with the other. Don't mix it with, like, Liberty or any, because the weight is very different. So if you used all of this the same, you could quilt with it. It would be a very heavy quilt, but you could do... Oh, what's Wendy lost? What have you lost, Wendy Orlando? Your Mario. The what? Your winder? Oh, it's not here. She's... Ask Hannah, she'll find it for you. What? Oh, here? Oh, in front of the glass window. Glass table, to your right. Turn right there. Box on the floor. No, it's not there, Hannah. Oh, I bet Rebecca Reed's had it. $15.49 this. Oh, hang on. No, $15.49. Sorry, ignore me. It's all wrong. This is teal cotton canvas, $3.99 for half a metre. It's all going on today, isn't it? I'll be leaving. I don't know, I'm leaving in 20 minutes. You've got rid of me in 20 minutes' time. Not forever, no, Emma. What, Hannah's going to direct and produce? That'll be fun. Okay, then I've got this lovely pale blue. Oh, teal's about to sell out as well. They're always popular, these. This is called Sky. Sky. What's the matter, Emma? She been picking on you? Yeah, I'll report. I'll put it in my shift report. Beautiful sky blue, 100% cotton canvas, 55 inches wide. Oh, now Melissa's emailed in. Oh, Melissa, what kind of things can you make with cotton canvas? Bags, things for the garden, garden cushions, garden blinds, bunting for your garden, dungarees, loosely fitted jackets, lovely for applique. Door stops, little sausage dog. No, they're not sausages. What are they? The things you put on the bottom of the door to stop the draft coming through. Draft excluders. Well, there's a sausage dog next door to Hannah. She just uses the dog. Right, now I love this one because this looks like a seeded fabric. This looks like Madagascan vanilla ice cream. It finishes 18. This is the penultimate one, this. Yeah, cream. And the other one's what? Ecru. Next one's white. Or anyway, never mind. They call this one cream. This one's got like little slubs in it. You know, it's a lovely, lovely finish, this one. Like a Magnum, the inside of a Magnum. I'm thinking Waitrose. Madagascan vanilla ice cream or custard. No, not custard, not the custard. $3.99 for half a metre. Right, now this one, they've called this one ecru for some reason. But I'd say it was ivory. This is what I'd call this one, ivory. But they've called it ecru. What's the matter, Emma? Graham says, I want to make a man patchwork waistcoat. What weight of cloth do I need to look out for? Did you save a chocolate for Neil? Well, we don't know where Neil is. He works in a different department. Not a different department. He works in the other. He works at the other offices now. No, none of the team work here. There's just me, Emma, Hannah. Yeah, they're saying it's for COVID restrictions because most people are working from home. But if they have to come in for a meeting, they go to the other office. They don't come here at all. And then there's Rebecca Reed has a desk here in Elliot, and that's it. There's nobody else here. And obviously whoever's guesting on the day. I will send some over for them, though. Don't you worry. I'll send some over for them. Oh, actually, Rebecca Reed's been over there this morning for a meeting. She could have taken them. No, she didn't. Okay. Should we do it now, did you say? The 55 inches, my love. 55 inches, Christine, the canvases. 55 inches wide, 100% cotton. Right. I've got a bundle. Do you want to do the bundle first? No, the blue bundle. Yeah, I've got a blue bundle. The navy blue bundle is sold out. The black bundle, I don't know what Hannah's done with the black bundle. She took it away. So this one, you get half a metre of teal, half a metre of navy, half a metre of sky. Very popular, this one. Oh, that's gone. Right, so I'm going to go through these again now. Very, very quickly, because a lot of them have sold out. Ochre. I'll do it like this. Okay, the ochre hasn't been in stock for 2 months. We got loads of it in. 9 units left. Is that what you said? No, because... okay. Lovely. Be careful if you want that. Red. There's 10 metres of that one left. 10 metres of that one left. Right. Coral you're all right with. Coral, this one is coral. You're all right with coral. Yep. Then I've got the pink. Oh, the 17 metres. 17 and a half metres of the pink. So you're all right with the pink. Lilac is absolutely flying out. Okay, it's 15 metres, but loads in baskets. If you've got that in your basket, you need to check out. Lavender, we had a big delivery of this week. Oh, so we're all right with lavender. We're all right with lavender. Then we've got the first grey, which I think was light grey. Okay, so there's about 10 metres of that one left then. Charcoal, there's only half a metre of charcoal left. Pewter, sold out. Black, on its own, number. Metre and a half left of the black, but there is the 2 metre bundle left. The one that I had to climb on the desk to show you. There's that one left. You want that? Navy blue, on its own. Five metres of that one. 5 metres of that one. Then we've got... Oh, the bundle of navy's not sold out. There's 4 left of the bundle of navy, right? Teal on its own. 1 metre left of the teal. Sky. 4 metres of the sky left. Then I've got cream, which is 3.5 metres of that one left. And then ecru, which I would call ivory. Oh, there's got enough of that. You're all right with that one. There's about 8 metres there. Oh, I'm putting that on for my glasses. Sorry. Oh, more people in baskets now for the blue bundle than there is. Right, okay. Yeah, Victorian baggage family. Now, this isn't cotton canvas. This is just a quilting weight cotton. No, it's the same as the... you know, all the animal prints we had from the other day, like from Newtex. It's the same set. $5.99 for half a metre. Victorian baggage. Well, it's actually Victorian vintage baggage. Now, you see, I wouldn't call that Victorian. What do they call it? Oh, no, they call it Intrepid Journey. It's definitely not Victorian. No. I'd say it was turn of the century, maybe, you know, like early 1910s, 1920s, but not earlier than that. No. Oh, it's got tickets with dates on. Hang on. Oh, no, it's not a date. It says seat. I thought it said September. No. That's almost like a Victorian doctor's bag, that one there. No. It's a very travelled doctor. Anyway, it's gorgeous. It's just not Victorian. Oh, look, lovely Josh is watching. You know Josh with the lovely dog that you fell in love with. Oh, Josh, Hannah can't remember you. He used to sit at the desk by the door next to Bex to take the photo. She can remember the dog, Josh. I'm ever so sorry. Anyway, he was on the table with Bex and everybody. I'm still apologise, Josh. He looks ever so good at the moment. He's been on Slimming World. He looks quite hunky. He keeps doing the, he's got a new company. He's doing really, really well. And he keeps doing these Facebook Lives. And he's going, I'm going to do something a bit outrageous now. And I'm typing all these business people on. I'm going, you're going to take your top off? Right, come on, move. Webbing. Yeah, I'll pick up a rainbow one. Now I've got 2 rainbow ones, so be careful you pick the right one. Yeah, this rainbow's got red. No still. These are going to be fun to put away. Oh, Emma knows these. Right, okay. So is this just a metre? Pre-cut into a metre. Arnie's the dog. Arnie was the dog. Yeah, you see, Hannah remembers Arnie, just doesn't remember Josh. He came in more than once, Hannah. Hannah only remembers the day she was hungover and she just wanted to cuddle the dog. And the dog was a bit like, don't bring that woman near me. Multicoloured rainbow, 1 metre. It's cut already, $2.99. Now, if you buy 2, they won't come joined together. You will get 2 pieces of webbing like this. Lovely with, well, lovely with all the cotton canvas, but especially with the black one. Could you use the cotton canvas for dressmaking? It's nobody. Has everyone got the sound off today? Heather, my love. I was only joking. Yeah, but only a specific kind of dress. If the dress says denim, then it's good for like making denim. It's good for men's waistcoats. It's good for ladies' dresses, like Fiona Hesford dress. It'd be lovely for that. But I wouldn't do like a gathered. You don't do anything with gathers or anything like that in because it's going to be too bulky to gather. Dungarees would be nice. Right, now the other rainbow one, again, is already cut. But this one has no red in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the first one was a rainbow with 6 colours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one's got 7 colours, but they're not the real colours. Because there's no red in there. $2.99. Now that's about to sell out, that one apparently. Moving on. Turquoise. Are these all cut then, these pieces? They're not by, yeah, not by the meter. These are already cut. This is $1.99. What colour have they called this? Teal. That's only ever been in a kit before. $1.99. Next one. I've not seen this one before. This is like Navajo Indian. Am I allowed to say it Navajo? No, I'm not allowed to say that anymore. I can, don't know, but what? No, I want to say the right word then. What's the right word to say? Native American, but they're from the Navajo tribe. You're not allowed to say that. Yeah, yeah. That's right. But look, on one side, it's got PU. It's not real leather, it's faux. Oh, yeah, faux leather. And then on the other side, it's got the webbing, pattern multicoloured. You get 1 metre again for $2.99. That's slightly narrower than the other ones we've had. That looks like an inch. Yeah, 25 millimetres an inch. Okay. Oh, this is very Paul Smith. That looks like a Paul Smith belt, doesn't it, that one? So this is definitely webbing on one side. The stripe's got a bit of skew there, sconce there. Not quite sure why. And then on the other side, you've got your PU. $2.99. Multicoloured, 1 inch wide again. 1 metre. Teal cotton canvas is sold out now as well. Okay. Which one's got half a metre? Cream. Oh, the cream one. The one that looks like the ice cream's only half a metre. Right. Next. Does it matter? Right. I've got a sort of grey, RAF bluey sort of coloured one. Oh, denim, they've called it. On the picture on the website, it looks like holes in. It's not. It's a woven webbing. $1.49. Again, it's cut into 1 metre pieces. I'm presuming these all must have been in kits, bag kits or something. Oh, it has been on its own before. Okay. Then I've got like a cream version, exactly the same, but in a creamy, ecru-y colour. Oh, the denim one's nearly sold out. There's only 2 left of that. Beautiful, $1.49. They've called tan. You'd be a bit disappointed if you came back from your holidays and that was the tan you got, wasn't it? This is tan. This is what you call tan. This is faux leather. What have they called this one then? Mahogany, no doubt. Caramel. Oh no, I've got that caramel's coming up, I think. That's that one, isn't it? Chocolate? Okay. Well, yeah, but you wouldn't eat chocolate if it was that colour, would you? So that's chocolate. This is caramel. They're all faux leather, these. They're all 1 metre in length. Oh, Lacey, you're loving the chocolate one. People multi-buying on the chocolate one. This is caramel. Oh, camel, not caramel. I only go by what's read to me in my ear, you see. Not caramel. Camel. Are you sure? That's, well, anyway. It is the right way round. This is camel. It's not camel skin, it's faux. It's not even webbing. It's not even webbing. I don't know why they've called it webbing. It's strapping. It's fine. I'm not going to read any more out now. No, R and an A. Caramel, camel. Right, okay, this one. This is black webbing, 1 metre. Oh, look at the time. I have to do the menu in a minute. 149. Right, oh, now I've got another faux leather one. Well, have they called it ox blood? Oh, I don't have that one, sorry. That one's not for sale. I've got it in blue, navy. This is navy. Faux leather. It's not webbing. $2.99. You get 1 metre of it. And I've got one left of the webbings, which is a wider black one. Oh, this is lovely. This is what you call a webbing, this one. This one's wider, 40 millimetres, $1.99. Same price as the 1-inch one, but they don't come joined together. If you buy more than 1 metre, they don't come joined together. The other one in black. Ignore Hannah. Okay. Anything else? Or menu? Here's tomorrow's menu with, is it Vix tomorrow? Yeah, Vix tomorrow. So Native Lighting with Claire Donnelly at 8 o'clock. What? Oh, it's Wendy tomorrow. It's not Vix, it's Wendy tomorrow. Native Lighting with Claire Donnelly. Oh, look, they've got the gorgeous Alison glass fabric tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Art Theory. Fat Quarters with Wendy Gardner at 10 o'clock. Now, 11 and 12 o'clock at the Elna 664 Overlocker. I'm not quite sure what tow machines they're going to be doing because I thought we only had 1,550 left. They might be doing the 320 actually. They might be doing the 320. And I think they're doing it's not the embellisher, what's the cover stitch, is it? Maybe. Cover stitch. Now, the reason I'm doing the menu now is because we're going to Yarn Lane now, but I'm not going, they've kicked me off Yarn Lane today. Rebecca Reed is going to do Yarn Lane with Wendy Orlando because they're doing ball winders and pom-poms and this big umbrella thing and everything like that. And they didn't think I'd be any good at it, so they've dropped me. No, they didn't. Hannah did. Hannah just came on. Would you mind? She didn't even say she mind. I've dropped you from the 12 o'clock show, she said. So I'm back in on Friday, so don't worry about that. Well, it depends. Don't worry. Nice message from Pauline before I go home. Winhampton Court Palace. Oh, Winhampton Court. Oh, thank you. She said, you're looking very smart today, John. I always have nice clean nails. I'm very, very proud of my nails. They do need cutting. They're a bit long today. But I'm really insistent. It's from when we used to sell jewellery and I was doing close-ups like that the whole time. I can't bear it if you're watching the jewellery channels. Not the jewellery channel, but channels that sell jewellery. And they've got people with nails that are all... Oof. Anyway, shall I move on? Right, I've got to go now because they've got an awful lot to set up. I tell you what, now I need to explain to you. If you want to watch, please turn over to watch Yarn Lane. If you're watching on the telly, you don't need to go anywhere. If you're watching on the website on YouTube or on Facebook Live, you do now need to go and find Yarn Lane, the Yarn Lane website, the Yarn Lane YouTube and the Yarn Lane, you try saying it, Facebook page, because it's now if you've bought something from Sewing Street this morning, that's your P&P done for the day. So if you then come in and buy a yarn of wool later from Wendy and Rebecca, same P&P, you don't get charged P&P. However, when you go over to the Yarn Lane website, you will only see the products from Yarn Lane. You won't see the Yarn Lane ones on here, and you also won't see all the products from this show on the Yarn Lane website, because even though we're the same channel, same people, same warehouse, same everything, they have different websites. So that's all, but there's some gorgeous yarns, I can't tell you, really, really lovely yarns. Oh, they're already going on pre-order. If you go to while this break's on, go over to the website and have a look on pre-order, see what there is. But there's a lot already going on pre-order. So I'm going now. Wendy Orlando and Rebecca Reed will be up after the break, and I'll see you on Friday morning, bright and early at 8 o'clock.